28.
Welcome to Holding Action. Did you do a finger cheek?
Finger cheek.
Demonetized.
Yeah, the show where the chaos and combat is controlled by the rules of Dungeons and Dragons. We are coming off the heels of a rather exposition-heavy and shenanigans-laden episode wherein there was bro bonding, mission selecting, and a great deal of information cast upon the party. And I'm very excited because it seems as if we may be getting into some actioning of that item, not holding any longer. So
And might leave this area that we've been in for 3 sessions.
indeed. So what's up to all of our action junkies? Thank you guys so much for joining us.
Our dudes.
Our dudes and our dudettes and our collective duderinos. Thank you guys so much
and
for...
the Dudetrons.
Demonetized. You're going to demonetize this again? Just super demonetized.
Already demonetized.
Yeah, but thank you guys for hanging out. If you're just tuning in, go ahead and throw that follow in there. Make sure you're getting alerts so you can check it out. We are here every single week. Every single week.
Week.
But
I mean, we are
going to be here for you if
Like a
you're going to be
shitload
there
of times
for
in-
us. So
in
make
a
sure that
week.
you get your follows in now. If you're able to, make sure you're throwing that Twitch Prime subscription in there. Or get some of those cool little emotes. Make sure you get a full 3-tier sub on there.
Yeah, just the
I mean, there's a different
gaggle
emote for
of
each
emotes.
sub, but you only get all 3 if you do.
That is correct.
Yeah, get in
All
on that
4.
gaggle.
Thank you very much. And we are working on getting everything updated to the extent where we're going to have a lot of cool, fun stuff. So do stick around for that noise.
Yeah.
For those and thems.
Yes, for that. That's the thing. Want to make sure we are doing a quick shout out. Thank you, as always is the case, to our Gaming Goat sponsor for supporting our reckless endeavors and doing
The thing? Doing the stuff.
remonetized.
Demonetized.
Well done. Thank you,
Yeah.
Sproigins. I appreciate that. But
Not gonna work.
are you trying to baby finger some dice?
Not gonna-
demonetized
Again, damn it.
Not gonna use
We're
that
not gonna
dice
make
anymore.
we're not gonna make any goddamn money. All right. So with that being
It's
said,
just a constant teeter-totter.
just a flux.
Hi. Remonetized. Am I right?
It's a family show.
Uh-huh.
Family show. We're going to go ahead and dive in.
Hold on. Before we dive in, I would like to let people know, if you want to chuck in some Banes tonight, we got this baby hand. If you want to hit me with the Bane and make me roll with the baby hand, I'm here for it. Just slide it on.
We currently
we're all
have
here for it.
no system level mechanics
Just
to
type Jones into chat.
Yeah.
What
Yeah,
about,
you-
though, does anyone want to Bane Jones with using my straw and wear it as a mustache?
That is the thing.
That's fine.
That is the thing. Also, sorry, before we get right into the stuff here, a quick reminder, we will not be having our normally scheduled stream tomorrow, Saturday, specifically because
Satur.
one among us is going to be turning 21 for the first time.
Oh, shit. Damn, your boy forgot.
Yeah, I know. I didn't, though. But it's fortunate you share a birthday with our very own Skadi. We're going to be doing some birthday festivities.
That's
so
me.
make sure
Yay.
you are throwing your positive vibes towards Skadi, if nothing
Yeah,
else.
they'll sound
tonight.
like boons, birthday boons.
I like that idea that I'm turning 21. That sounds...
Yeah.
For the
Fine.
person.
Accurate.
I'm turning 21. I think I'm turning 20. You want to hit me with the mouth?
Oh, I didn't do it very well.
We're coordinated. This is working out. So, without getting any more off track, because we're
good.
just 100% right where we need to be, let us catch up with last time on Holding Action.
I was there for pitching it for.
Right, we just got to get one more, and then it's like a thing. And
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
we're like all set. Okay, so last episode picked up with the group having secured their 5th and final, to their knowledge, Pillar of Heaven, one of 5 magical items. Yes. One of 5 magical items meant to be utilized for some yet unknown means. The group had traveled deep into the Underdark, faced terrible dangers, emerged victorious, and were in the process of resting up before taking on their next direction. During their attempted slumber, they heard a knock, rather loud knock, an arcane knock, one might say, outside the door of the magnificent mansion, and opened it cautiously and with weapons at the ready to find an old ally of sorts, as well as Hera's suspected maybe daddy. Later revealed to
Demonetized.
It's a
I didn't
maybe
say
daddy.
maybe baby daddy, I said maybe daddy.
Yeah, but you know daddy has a different connotation now than it used to. Demonetized.
That's
I
okay.
don't make these rules.
Baby schools.
Twitch does.
And terms of service violation. All right. So, with the group now having made contact with Dagalon and identified as Hera's father, he conveyed to them information of grave importance. The city of Sanctera, found to have its deity worship and ethereal energy being one of the few things separating the plane of none from the material plane, now currently under siege. The advanced and skilled segment of the demon army referred to as the Chain, led by Obex, Hera's brother, stationed currently in Blood Falls, and Skadi's father, Snar, currently delving through the hells, trying to locate an infernal engine, something that the demons have been utilizing to teleport large quantities of demons to and fro across the material plane. The group had a number of decisions to make and a number of priorities to enumerate in order to determine what they wanted to do next. And ultimately, we're in the process of figuring out what direction they need to go to have the most impact, to save the most lives, to make the fewest sacrifices. However, as the group hunkered down for what would be their last rest before heading on out, the morning saw some orange juice, some bro-level conversation, and...
No, wait, it wasn't. Never
No.
mind.
And leaving off with Letus finding out that Walker had also proposed to Skadi for making her queen of the Gloryfell. The circumstances there led Letus to Skadi's bedchambers, demonetized,
You're making this awkward.
where
Because it wasn't awkward at all.
Letus did make it super awkward, where he professed his personal and genuine interest in his original proposal, and Skadi left him hanging.
Ish.
I know.
Well, I mean, like, he did propose, break up, and then propose again. It's like, I mean, like, are you for real this time?
We are all
Or
caught
are
up
you
on
just-
YouTube, so do make sure you are bringing yourself up to speed on all of that. But as Letus gentlemanly stepped away and gave Skadi her time to process and think,
And go back to sleep.
correct, the men of finger guns continued to connoiter down in the kitchen area when Dagalon alerted a vast majority of the house to some unknown threat when it was revealed that some powerful spell had been cast in Hera's bedroom as he went
Conjure goblin spell.
as he went to check on her, only to realize that Prick, the group's goblin companion, had been using her room while she had been staying in Sproigins' room due to their recent and budding connection.
You said budding.
Demonetized now.
There is no getting past any of that. All right.
You said buddings. That makes me think of lunch meat. Remonetized.
With that being said, you now, Walker and Sproigins, along with Letus, who is sitting down there, see a startled and panting Dagalon alerting you to the goblin threat that has now seemingly infiltrated the mansion. Skadi and Hera, you are likely awakened by a roiling rumble that shakes and spreads throughout the entirety of the mansion, and you all find yourselves in your various states of repose waiting for the next inaction to take place. So, finger guns. What happens next?
I roll out of bed, grab my dagger, and step outside. What do I see?
There is a your door, which is essentially across from Sproigins'. You see what appears to be a black, billowy smoke, sort of gently wafting from underneath the door frame, and otherwise the hallway remains empty.
You stupid ass idiot!
I'll pull up my tunic and see if I can see what's going on in there. Sneaky. In my billowing room of smoke.
Oh, okay. As you
Kind of doing this thing.
crack open the
For
door
the smoke.
and start peering around inside, you are seeing that almost everything in what you would probably describe as like a 30-foot radius, centered approximately
On a point of Dagon's choosing.
right, yeah, something to that effect. The room itself has a black, sooty tinge to a lot of these surface layer elements.
Jin? I'm gonna quick try to go to where his bed is. Was that in the line of fire?
Well, your room is not 30 feet across. The entire room is essentially consumed with this, yeah.
I'm going in and looking for Jin.
Okay.
So,
As you're kind of sifting through the cage itself, standing resolute, doesn't seem as if a lot of massive impact damage was done by whatever spell was cast here, as much as there is a definitive heat and forcefulness to it, but the cage does not appear to have Jin inside.
I think we all go up there.
I was like half awake already.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, what the fuck now is happening? I'm gonna open the door. I'm just kind of like...
Dagon said, "Here's room on fire. Come put..."
what a weird morning.
He fended off an entire demon horde.
So
but
he's coming.
scared by a goblin.
He's working up behind you. I only saw the one, but I think I got him.
No, he is our friend. You just set him on... What did you set him on fire? You explode him? You had to knock to get in here. He was already in here.
How am I supposed to know that you would be friends with such a creature? This is
Still,
unreasonable.
you light him on fire?
Not completely.
Prick! Oh no. Oh, Jesus.
I want to go towards wherever he is.
Mage hand to try to waft someone to...
Yeah, it's now kind of coming out and billowing from underneath the top of the door frame, and the room itself is beginning to clear out, as it was likely a large burst more than it was any kind of definitive or sustained flame. And he is also, the green skin kind of covered now with black and kind of bits of flakiness on some burnt parts of his skin.
Oh, lay on hands. Oh,
Should I drop the mansion and
I'm so
spit us all
sorry.
out?
No. I'll give him 10 HP.
Okay. He was
Should we just like
pretty low.
take him out now? Like,
I can't hear you because I'm right next to Prick, but this is Jackie's face. Excuse me?
And Dagalon eventually comes around the door, rushing in. This is a friend? And Prick sees him. It was him!
What?
He did it to me!
oh,
No,
he's
hang
gonna
on,
he's
hang on,
gonna prick
Prick.
you now.
Dad, what the hell?
Whoa.
I did not know you would have a goblin.
It's a magic mansion. Who else would be in here but people we know?
I have seen many things in my time.
Okay, was he sleeping in the bed?
Yes, which I found very suspicious.
Very odd for a attacking goblin horde to have a single whatever. You know what? Help me
He
find
may
my
have
favorite.
found something
We might have
shiny
killed
and
Jin.
distracted.
Can somebody help me find Jin, please?
Yeah, I'll cast Speak with Animals.
Okay.
Jin!
You all sort of from the echoey, bouncing chambers here. Coming from somewhere downstairs.
He is not even in here.
Oh, thank God.
Can I go to bed?
No, it's time for you to get. What the hell is going on with you? Why do you need to?
I still.
Is it the lavas?
No, don't I still need some more sleep?
No,
I
it was
mean-
8 hours.
Yeah, it's been about 8 hours, we'll say.
Okay. I'm gonna go. I need coffee.
Dagalon killing your allied companion was not meant to be a break to your long rest.
Dagalon,
Yes.
no attack spells in the mansion unless we're all attacking. Like, call us next time. Because Punis is in here too, but he's part of the mansion. He might spook you. Don't blow it up.
Well, I mean, you can't blow it up. It is magical.
Yeah, but the people inside... Okay, I have a fairy dragon, and this is usually my room, and my fairy dragon usually sleeps in here, and you would have roasted him alive.
Probably not. It was a
Probably.
very low-level, powerful magic.
He's a baby.
I look around my room. Oh,
He's also a baby.
It's mostly cosmetic. Yeah.
He's a week old.
because it's magic. It's like 3 days.
Do you have a phobia against goblins?
No, I've
Like,
just
they seem like
encountered
a really
many creatures that are sort of violent in nature.
small and
he does like
killer.
I mean, we're
He
all
will
violent
probably
in nature now.
Prick you a little bit, so don't attack him
He
again.
probably deserves it.
Yeah, might not break the skin, but he might try to get you.
Yeah.
I will kill him outside the mansion if
How
I
about
have to.
You just apologize to Prick.
Yes. I'm sorry, little goblin creature.
His name is Prick.
Prick. I apologize for trying to explode you. And Prick's just kind of holding his dagger, pointing right across his eye, like he's aiming.
Prick to him. No, don't. And I want to make it up to you. How do you like skeleton hands?
I don't know. Do you
What?
have one?
Yeah. Give me a second.
Can
just
I see it?
yeah.
Or can
yeah.
I,
Just don't prick anybody,
can
okay?
I
Because
just
I'll
see it.
I'll give it to you if you don't prick anybody.
Can I have it then?
If you don't prick anyone
Can you
in here,
give it to me?
I'll be right back. Just stay right here, no pricking, and then you can have it. And I'm gonna run and quick go into Sproigins' room, grab the hand out of there,
12 seconds.
and then I run back. Luckily,
Luckily, it's just across the hall.
Yeah. So you're handing him what exactly?
it's literally just a skeleton hand.
Where did you get this skeleton hand?
I've been looking through my stuff to get rid of it all, and one of them's a skeleton hand. It came with also a couple skulls, which he now has already. So this is what was left: skeleton hand.
Any other bones?
What does it do?
Does whatever you want it to.
Look, and I'm gonna take it and just articulate it a little bit and have it be and then do this.
You can make it
You can prick people with it.
Poke people.
that's pricking.
Yeah, or slap. Just grab it by the wrist and just do a slap.
Yeah.
If I'm not going to prick, I'm going to slap.
Yes.
I just slap and prick.
Yes.
Prick slap.
So I'm sorry about all of that. He didn't know that you would be sleeping in this bed.
He tried to explode me! You said I could sleep here!
I did. He wasn't.
He tries to run at Dagalon. Oh, and you actually hear a with the fingers rippling across.
Nah.
No.
You
deserve
blew him
it.
up.
Just take your medicine.
We are even.
Take your medicine.
Take your medicine.
Put on your Dr. Scholl's and go have some tea.
Okay,
Okay.
Okay.
Don't explode me again.
Yes, Dylan, please don't.
Yes. A lesson learned. The hard way.
Well, now that I smell like smoke and my pajamas are all gross, I'm gonna go change.
I have kind of a bone dust on my face now. So.
Yeah,
pushed past him.
the soot went on your face, and now you've got like a little kind of like mark of where.
It will go away once we step out. I've had many experiences with your father and his antics.
That checks out.
Speaking of heading out, what is our plan then?
Well,
We gotta have breakfast first.
yeah.
I need coffee.
Yeah, we'll quick eat, have some coffee, get some veggies and some fruits, and then go.
Letus is kind of like super exasperated and was like, I'll brew some right up.
Oh,
And disappears downstairs.
we haven't had
That's a
Elita's coffee in
bonus
like
of
3 months.
of elitist life.
Before he died.
Yeah.
So weird.
And then we have to find some magic.
Having elitist life.
No.
Find some magic rocks
Before he died.
out in the caverns and bring that back to a shady elf in the Underdark. And then we are gonna leave.
Okay. We'll collect some rocks.
Well, I don't. Do you know? There's in the Underdark. He said there might be a chance that we could find these like stones or ore or rocks or something. That I brushed it off as rocks, but I think it was like an ore or something like that gives off like a magical essence under
Did
here.
he describe them to you at all?
You'll know him when you see him.
Yeah.
Red.
That was all he said.
And I don't think we'd really
Said they were white.
Ah,
white.
Yeah. Jones couldn't remember, so like.
I legitimately thought he just said you'll
Good
know
thing
when you see him.
one of us did.
Yeah.
We need somebody to get on curating that wiki. I think.
Yeah, because we need to reference it.
Right?
I mean, I'm sure in one of my sheets I have the notes. White rocks equals what Halsey wants.
Well, I can't find my
Probably
whole
actually
page
says
on all
white
these.
rocks.
Equals
Spell.
my son.
Yeah.
White rocks, 2 pieces of armor, 48 gold.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Yep. Nice.
All right.
But we wouldn't go after them if you didn't shake his hand.
Right. But that was also the reason why Prick got to come with us too. So.
Maybe Dagalon knows what that's about.
There is something of a unique perspective given to some unnatural elements of the Underdark. As you've seen, there is vegetation down here that interferes with magical energy.
Yeah.
I believe it comes from an arcane source. As this source pulsates arcane energy from deep within Apatia, the vegetation have grown and evolved to consume it. Magic material, hard metals, soft metals, wood. It is the stone that pushes them out that is laden with this arcane source that fortifies the rock itself from being devoured, I think. I know very little about it, but I know that the elements that contain concentrated forms of it are extremely powerful and dangerous.
So, like, gives off some sort of magical aura too?
Well, we tried to cut down one of the mushrooms and it fucked up your sword. Or
Yeah.
fucked up your sword.
It's
Like,
fucked up a
destroy
lot of
your
stuff.
magic sword.
Well,
So,
there is
would it be dangerous to, like, touch it even? Kind of like the mushrooms?
I think for different reasons. I'm not particularly well versed in that, but there is a number of circumstances that bring to mind some pause and question. Accessing it directly might lead to overexposure.
And you get what, like a third nipple or something?
I am not personally familiar with your tri-nippled monsters, but I would be hesitant to be in direct contact with it for too long.
Okay. Is there anything that usually can contain magical stuff? Like, isn't things with lead for divination? Is there anything like that for just powerful things, or we wouldn't know?
The only material I know that can harness arcane energy is star metal.
Well, we have a sword and a dagger. Maybe we could carry it, holding the sword and the dagger on, put the shit
I wish we
on
knew
it.
how to manipulate it.
I mean, we could heat it.
Maybe we can make Prick carry it.
Yeah, maybe we could heat it enough to meld it.
I mean,
Meld
this
them
is
together.
an idea.
Well, I mean, like, those cases, like we almost need like a box. I think that's the only way to, because like, yeah, not touching it, but if we could encase it, it would be safer.
Okay, but
We don't have that. We don't have that. Yeah.
But no, the question is, all right, we carry it to where, and then we do what with it?
We're giving it to Alzi.
Yeah,
He
we have
wants the. Not, I thought we were talking about the mushrooms. You were talking about the mushrooms.
No.
The rocks.
Okay.
The mushrooms, we think he's saying come from the rocks.
That rock that I shattered in the Lich's lair, that wasn't white, was it?
No.
Okay.
Purple.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, you do remember.
Yeah.
The
I remember
color of
some
some
things.
rocks, yeah.
Well, that's because, purple's my favorite.
What's
color.
up?
Did we see any white rocks on the walk down? I
Yep.
kind of hit the tail end of that walk. So.
When we were going down that one spirally thing before the river of dead people,
Okay.
we
saw a
think
little
we
chunk
think
of them.
some of them were there.
Okay.
But they were like embedded in the ground.
Yeah, and we were
Do you have a way to
move them around.
Let's just go do that then.
Yeah.
Right? We're in and out, and then on to the hells.
Yep. And while we're in Jolvahai, try to buy some arrows and any other resources that we need. See if we can buy any potions, maybe.
Here, are you gonna be okay
Some drug
going
arrows.
Yeah.
Are you gonna be okay going back?
To the hells.
I mean, we gotta do what we gotta do.
Yeah, I know, but
We don't need to go there.
We kind of do.
I mean, we could do something else. We could trust that your father is going to carry out his end of the mission. We could trust that the army will hold up. We could trust that these things are going to work, and we could venture out on our own endeavors. But
I think this is the best course of action. Stopping their mobility won't stop them, but it will give everyone else a better chance. Especially with Obex just chilling in Blood Falls.
I
Like,
agree.
even if the when the barrier eventually falls, like they have no idea that Obex is just hanging out there, and there's no way to tell them.
Will we be able to travel back in the same day if it became a thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
And really, honestly, the Hells isn't 100% what's scary. We kind of took down part of what's scary already.
Yeah.
I say we go to the hells and just blow stuff up.
Yeah.
Destroy as much of it as possible.
I also don't know if we ever said sorry for you being
We did, but
taken.
I don't know if there's much that you can say.
Do it.
Yeah, but you can still be sorry about it.
Yeah, that was.
Yep, it was. I'm gonna go start getting ready for the day, and I'll be down in a little bit when coffee's ready.
All right.
And I'm gonna go back to my room to start preparing.
Okay. Anybody else doing anything?
When we go down to the breakfast table, I want to sit down next to Dagalon and pull out the silver necklace with orange amber gem that's got the Dragonborn in it.
Mm-hmm.
We found this somewhere, I think, with whoever that Knoll Overlord was.
He looks at it, and you see him kind of almost glisten a bit in the eye and let out half a smile that's kind of obscured through tension. He claps it closed really quick and gives it back. Moments of a different time. I'm not sure how it is you came to be in possession of it, but it is perhaps best with you and not its original owner.
Well, I think it's fate. I mean, it was before I even knew anything about you. And I kept it, and I never really understood why, but made sense as time went on.
We don't often understand the things that compel us until they do. And then we follow those threads until we do understand. I don't spend much time trying to make sense of fate anymore. I do the best I can to do the best I can. I have spent a long time not doing my best, or doing what I thought was my best. It is perhaps time now to do what I know to be right. And hopefully, that picture will one day remind you of that. One day. I'm sorry.
For what?
When we were told that you and your friends had been chosen, we were all very upset. We had already lost Avalonia to darkness. We had been cast out, ripped away from the Lord's Alliance, our homes, our people. And to have our families taken as well was difficult. I perhaps fared better than most, as you were taken from me before I was forced to leave, but now is obviously perhaps not the best time, but I will make every effort to correct my errors. And I will do my best to help you seek victory and to undo the damage that we have all done for you and your friends.
I'll reach out and I'll put my hand on his, and you don't have to make up for anything. Whatever has happened. I wouldn't be here without it, and I'm happy with certain parts of it, but
yes,
this is the way it had to be. I'm just happy.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Even with this Sproigins fellow?
Yes. Especially about the Sproigins fellow.
Just doing the cabbage patch in the kitchen.
Are you guys in the kitchen with them?
No, well, we would be wherever. If they were in the kitchen, then we were out at the table.
I just think, he reminds me much like his father, and I would be concerned about.
I think he's got some of the best parts of his dad, but also his mom. He's the only one that I can remember that only ever treated me as me and not as something else, you know what I mean?
I was always a fan of Landella. I did not spend much time with her, but she was always very kind.
She is very kind.
Little heavy-handed with the diet restrictions, but
yep, grilled leeks.
Yeah, I don't like leeks.
Well, I'll eat pretty much anything, but
your mother, perhaps.
He's a good man.
I look forward to experiencing that for myself, possibly. Brings us to the question of his father, perhaps.
Mm-hmm.
If he travels as prisoner through the Nessus, time will be limited. I do not know what their goal is, but I'm unsure whether or not Spilion is being used for bait or as some tool for their benefit.
Well, that's something I kind of wanted to talk about, if we could. When we sit down at the table with everybody else.
Well, I love you. I'm sorry we've gotten that out of the way, perhaps. Sproigins.
Huh?
Do me a kindness and please join me, won't you?
Okay.
Go talk to the father, bro.
Please,
Why? See, I was...
sit down with us if you would, please.
All right. It's like,
Just have a seat. Just sit down.
just like sit on the floor.
There's no chairs.
There's no chairs in the kitchen. I was gonna grab like a box, but he got forcefully commanding.
There's no chairs
All right,
in here.
crisscross applesauce. What's up?
There's no chairs in here.
Oh, that's right.
Dude, you're leaning against the counter. You got like your...
We'll stand if you prefer, perhaps.
No, I'm good.
I'll sit down on the floor next to you.
Okay.
A little duck, duck, ray duck?
Just, I like to get to know some of my compatriots and to understand their journeys and travels, to understand what it is they have experienced for themselves.
Sure, yeah.
So tell me, where did you go to school?
The Bard College on Fireshield?
Which one?
You already know this. You already know where I went.
I do not know everything about you, Sproigins. I think, are you trying to hide something?
I'm kind of interested.
Oh, I don't fuck. Jones fucking doesn't remember.
Oh, that college.
You know. Yeah. Went to the Golden Codpiece.
That's actually kind of close, yeah.
Yeah. It was the Grand Spectacle Bard College.
Sure, yes. Mm-hmm. And then after you...
It's like a small university. It's like a state college.
Yeah.
It's like not the big one.
I see.
It's like a community.
And
Set on the Everest.
Landella encouraged you to pursue this?
Yeah, sure. It was a mandate. For the most part.
She made you always.
No, not her so much as, you really should do something that your father did, and I think school would be good for you and get you out of Benamir and go meet some new people. And
So you left her in Benamir?
Yeah, well, my dad was there at the time, like off and on.
So you just left her there alone. Okay. So what is it you do?
That's not... She was encouraging. Where are you going with this?
I'm just trying to understand the inner workings of my allies here.
Sure.
So
He got the blessing to leave by his mom.
Did I
Yes, he
want
did.
to go to college? No.
So you don't pursue personal development for education?
Education for me is not a personal development, sir.
Oh, interesting. That's good to know. More of a fly by the seat of your pants kind of lifestyle.
Yeah, just kind of doing my own thing until now we're in a war and I'm just, like killing creatures. And
so what is like,
stuff.
your 10-year plan and stuff?
Not die.
Okay.
That encompasses a lot of them. Stay. I guess if I have to give you 10, it's not die, stay alive.
Just a plan for the next...
Mostly it's just the next day of wake up and hope that we don't fight things that kill us.
Sure,
So don't die and stay alive.
So what is it you would do to make money after we have accomplished our goals?
Hopefully it would be like, hey, you guys are grand. You did great stuff.
Sure.
Here's just the money.
It's just dependent completely upon the generosity of notoriety.
Right.
So
maybe book signings. I could write a book about our travels and then sell the book
Yes, you hear that, Hera? He's going to write a book.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to pursue a creative field based on the generosity of strangers. This is very.
I would
You
maybe.
know what I heard is he's going to do creative telling of our story and do marketing with it and sell it. Not on the generosity of others, but to produce a product and sell it to people.
Yeah, people would want to buy.
People are going to interpret that all kinds of ways.
People would want to buy the grand tale of finger guns, aka We Touch Rocks, and the Here, Then, and What Now. That's the
and not
working
just that,
title.
but he does tell good stories and plays good music.
Yeah. Did I ever tell you about the one time? No, I never talked to you. Except
I don't think
yesterday.
you did. I
I think we've done a lot of cool shit. I think people would be extremely excited to read the story about the little ghost girl that I kicked in the chest in the Feywild.
That was a thing.
So just sort of wanton violence at a moment's notice is your.
No.
She was creepy.
Okay, ghost. Also, she was probably a princess, right? Is that what it was? She was
She was just
like
some
royalty?
elven creeper who was laughing and smiling all the time, and then was
Yeah,
okay,
ghost
but not
story.
okay.
So someone
And then she was
expressing
right
joy
there.
just enrages you. This is interesting.
Someone who's expressing like maniacal laughter.
Yeah, I was thinking about not including the chapter about how I met a guy that I'd only heard stories of that entered my magical house and then set our goblin friend on fire, but I might put that in now. Might put that chapter in now. People would like to read that story.
Is it possible I could have a moment with my daughter?
Yeah, you literally had that before you called me in here.
I'm calling you out of here now.
All right.
If that is fine by you.
Yeah, like I'll go. Listen, I don't normally come across like this.
How do you normally come across?
I don't. I usually just stay over somewhere away from everybody else except for my people. Whoops.
Whoa.
So
Bone
I don't.
dragon, dead again.
Ah, of
I'm
course.
I'm
It
just-
is a tense time. Yes, if I could just have a brief moment with my daughter.
Yeah, I'm gonna go out.
All right.
I'm gonna just.
And Leas is walking by you into where Dagalon and Hera are sitting.
Nope. I'll turn him around.
I was just going to set this, and he's like placing coffee as Mele, this, and then Lea's kind of, and he comes out and he hands everybody their respective brews.
Yeah.
I respect your independence.
Yes, you do.
But I feel it is possible
that
you are under an
using
enchantment.
or that you're using your history with Spillion and putting that on top of his son.
Spillion is not a bad man.
He's not. He does the thing.
He does do the thing.
Yeah.
Every time.
How
Don't
about this?
do it this time, Spillion.
Sproigins
I
doesn't.
just want to do the thing.
Sproigins doesn't.
Perhaps he is not as powerful as his father.
I think he's more.
I have seen some things come out of Spillion. I've seen some things go into Spillion.
I mean,
it
like
is a
saying
complicated. Look, I just
fire
want
and
what
the
is best
slab.
for you.
Don't worry about it. I really do appreciate that.
Want to see you, with someone who is not going to maybe die all the time. That, has a place to live and a living.
So I've been spending most of my life in a forest.
Yes, I'd heard that.
Yep. Mm-hmm. I can legitimately build my own house.
Sure, yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yes, and
I'm also perfectly capable of doing other jobs and making money to assist us.
I have no doubt.
So I am in a situation where I don't need to be taken care of, and I can even take care of him.
You would need to.
And I'm also an excessive hoarder, and we have tons of money, so we're fine.
Wait a minute, you have tons of money?
like over 4,000.
Yeah, it's like the uncle comes in like, hey, can I just
But
borrow your car?
we're pretty low right now. It's usually much more than that. But
Do you need coin?
I'm an excessive hoarder. You want some more of these National Geographic magazines? I mean, yeah.
That stack of newspapers is not going to stack something
We're
next to
from
it
the
by
year
itself.
247. I
Yeah.
mean, like,
Exactly.
arrows. Arrows would be great.
I don't really use a lot of arrows.
Yeah. So we need to go buy some arrows.
Well, arrows are generally pretty
Cheap,
affordable.
yeah. Do you know anything about star metal beyond its existence?
I know it is resistant to magical effects like no other
Okay.
metal. I know it is nearly impossible to forge. I know that the Assassin's Guild has some experience in doing that, but other than Jovel High nearby, I don't think that I've encountered any place that has utilized it specifically, no.
That's okay. I want to pull out one of the rough, uncut, dark gems and the octahedral translucent pink gems. Do you know what these are?
Probably, probably some kind of sardonyx. This is... Just kind of scratching off all of these surface layer rock bits that are still attached to the rough stuff. This is probably more of a cheap quartz, I'm afraid.
not worth anything. Still goes back in the
Still goes in.
Was there anything else of note specifically that you wanted to tell me, though? Or anything about Sproigins, maybe?
I love Sproigins. Yeah.
Mehele,
Dang along.
do not backtalk. I'm your father.
I think at this point you guys see me doing the worm on the table.
After we defeat the demon army
Yep.
and blow up their teleportation system,
Yep.
stop
Save
the
Sanctera.
siege of our holy city,
Destroy my family.
travel to the Nessus.
Kill Vesero.
After those things, we are going to have a very serious talk, Mehele.
We're gonna do a hug, and you're gonna be like, "You're right, Sproigins is amazing. I give you my blessing."
We'll cast friends.
I've not seen that spell in some time. His father used to carry bushels of pubes.
Yeah, they instantly demonetized. It's bushels of pubes. Can you get, JP? Can you go into the edit the title of tonight's episode? 44 of bushels of pubes.
Okay, let's eat. Let's discuss. Let's go. We've got a lot of things to take care of, and
Yes.
not a lot of time to do it.
Let us
If we're going to save literally anybody.
get the move
So.
on. Sproigins, come back in, won't you?
Oh, damn.
Okay.
On the first taco.
Slide off the table.
Sorry for that brief delay. I just had to ask my daughter a couple of personal questions.
Right.
I'm gonna stand next to him and link hands.
So
Okay, I think I see what this is.
we should
Listen,
get to
she's been drinking coffee for
breakfast.
a long time. Is that not?
Meheleth, maybe if you just get everybody else, we can get the day started.
Let's go out to the breakfast table where our food is.
Yes. We'll join you in just a moment. If you do anything to her, I will kill you.
If what?
He turns around and starts walking away.
Look over at the Ragnar. Did you hear what he said? What did he say? To me? He's gonna do that to me? To you? He would never do that to you. I would never do that to you. He's gonna shoot me in the back and then slit my throat? Fuck. Were you in here the whole time while they were having their conversation? Does he like me or no? All right. You know what? That's fine. I don't need him to... Oh,
He hands you an egg.
thanks.
Wait, didn't they get a whole bowl of eggs?
Yeah.
Did they bring him out yet, or is a bowl still sitting in the kitchen?
It seems as if a bowl has been brought out towards the general eating area.
All right. All right.
All right. Well, while
Thank
that
you.
was all going on,
I'm
Yeah.
out holding an egg.
Ah, yes, let's eat.
so I was upstairs preparing. Was this in the room?
Yeah, this is
Okay.
up there.
Hey, bud.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna go down to breakfast in a minute, but I have to ask you a question.
Oh, your breakfast is my favorite.
I
yeah.
know,
Mhm.
because there's chicken there
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
and floppy chicken.
Oh, yeah.
You remember that place that we were a little bit ago, where that really bad thing happened?
Bad?
Remember when you lost a leg?
Oh. Yeah, but it's back now. Check it out.
Yeah, Sproigins put it back.
Oh, yeah.
I want
Mhm.
that clip so bad. I think we have to go back there.
Nah.
Yeah. But the guy that did that to you, remember you killed him.
Yeah. I didn't get to eat him, though, so that was a
Remember
bummer.
why we didn't eat him, though?
Shit piss.
I mean, true, but that's not what... I remember we talked why we didn't eat him.
Because Is was not hungry.
Also probably true. Remember, because we're good guys.
Oh, yeah, also that.
We're heroes.
But he was a bad guy. You said we could eat a good guy. Or, no, a bad guy. You said that we could eat someone.
I think I said I'll let you know when we can eat people.
Oh, yeah, you just have not said so.
Right.
In a long time.
Right.
On fire tonight.
So we're gonna go back there, okay? But you and me are gonna stick close so we don't get separated when we're down there again, okay?
Yeah, I will have my leg close so it does not separate.
Perfect.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Also, were you in here earlier when Lita stopped by?
Oh,
Were you awake?
I mean, sometimes, you know, it depends. If it is a dark, then it's like it's asleep. But if it's like a light, it's a maybe asleep.
So do you remember Lita stopping by?
Oh, yeah, sure. Mm-hmm.
What did Lita say?
Something like an egg, and then like a cape, and then like he tried to bite you, and then you fought him. And then you beat him because Mama is so strong.
You know what? We're gonna stick with that's what happened right now.
That's right, I'll show him.
Well, no, we're not gonna fight Litas.
But my bite is so much better.
It is better. But no, remember you said that Litas was your friend?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, he's still a friend then.
Okay, he's still clan?
Oh, yeah. Mm.
Okay, so we don't bite him. Or freeze him. Or set him on fire.
All of those things.
Don't do any of those.
Yep.
Remember, we don't do that to clan.
Do it with Spanish for the shit piece of bread. Okay.
Okay, let's go get some chicken with everyone else, okay?
I mean, I would just get chicken. It does not matter who is there, so.
I forgot one more thing.
Two more things.
Okay, and I'm gonna go pull out my backpack. Pull it out of my bag of holding, I assume is where I've been keeping it. My regular backpack.
Okay.
Okay. And I'm gonna see if there's a way, like, I'm gonna mess with this and see if there's a way that I can, like, tie it onto one of his legs, or, like, if there's a way I can attach it to him.
This will, like, keep my leg on?
No. You can carry stuff in there.
No.
Okay.
Like, remember how Mom gave you, and I'm gonna go grab the...
I would just prefer it keeping my leg on, though.
I mean, it won't take your leg off.
I mean, that's okay, too.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go grab Balder.
Okay.
And remember I gave this to you?
Yeah, that's right. That's my little tiny toy.
Yes. So how are you gonna bring it from place to place?
In my mouth?
Or,
On my back.
and I'm gonna put it in the bag for him.
Oh, in my leg. Okay, I see. Wolf a toy, keep my leg on. Alright. It's a magic.
It is actually.
Yeah. Okay, so now I have a weapon.
You already had a weapon with your eyes.
Well, yeah, but like also is a body a weapon?
His body is a
And,
weapon.
Like, is a leg a weapon? But
I haven't seen that yet.
Is a leg a separate weapon? I mean, I don't want it to be a separate weapon, but
like an attached separate weapon.
Yeah.
Okay, why don't we go have breakfast?
Now you are talking.
And you can tell everyone about your new bag.
Oh! Surprise! He goes, hammers down, bursts in the dining seating area where you're all now collectively
And
gathered.
slowly go behind
Kind
you.
of.
Yes!
Check it out! My leg will be on forever!
Yeah! Catch! And throw an egg.
There is a huge bowl now filled with half-cracked eggs and a number of uncracked eggs kind of loosely floating in it. That basically looks like the weirdest ever Jell-O mold of egg, and just kind of this elastic buoyancy of egg dots without this sort of yolk mixture that's in there. Oh my gosh.
We
It's
thought that you would want some
beautiful.
eggs.
Can you put the bowl down here?
You guys help me?
Yep.
Well, like,
Oh. And he just starts lapping up the egg yolks. Oh, I have a sloppy chicken, okay? And my leg will be on forever.
sloppy chicken.
That's right. No
The eggs are a
shit
sloppy
piss
chicken.
here.
All right.
Alright.
Alright.
Ah, oh my goodness.
What are you gonna do? A fall on? Already?
This will make you have to fall out very fast.
Don't fall
He's
out
gonna
in
get
here.
He's gonna get.
This is like a walker fallout. Just
What does that mean?
There's a hasty fallout.
Fast.
it goes into its mouth and it just wants to fall out right away.
Is it giving him
This
the runs?
Fucking disgusting, but I love it.
Okay, I'm just going to train.
Okay.
You want the Ragnons to bring the bowl in there and you can just
Oh
eat?
yeah! Oh, White Elf, go ahead, bring down bowl.
Alright, Ragnons, help to bring the bowl in there. He's just gonna eat and shit at the same time.
Just gonna go straight.
He's just got to poop.
What a gross creature.
What?
He's fucking gross.
He's handsome and beautiful and not intelligent, but wonderful.
Yeah, he's like the most beautiful
Mind.
person that just shits all the time.
You poop too.
Yeah, but like, not right away.
Sometimes
Yeah,
I'm eating breakfast.
you've pooped
I
slats.
got fucking catch
Like
message.
right here. I'm eating breakfast in front of you.
Yeah,
Just messaging back and forth.
that's true. Not all the time. Don't put me in the same category as is. He just eats and shits right away, instantly. Have you ever seen him? I only take 4 hours to go to sleep. He wanders the halls. All he does is he just walks back and forth and goes, and I know he has to shit.
Then why doesn't he just go poop?
Because he's shit everywhere. He's left his mark in every corner of this fucking mansion.
He's just trying to mark his territory and that you're his plan.
Hey guys, sorry.
It's okay, bud.
He comes back up from the stairs and walks through the kitchen and begins going upstairs.
Do you need me to come with?
Oh no, training is just full.
Oh, that is disgusting.
Well, who made him the giant bowl of eggs?
I don't eat that many eggs. I don't know what eggs does to my stomach, let alone his.
You'd think he'd be fine. Like, he ate all that rancid meat.
He shit one time after eating the fucking Eldritch Elf.
Well,
Only one time.
they're magic eggs too, so
Oh shit, you know what?
They're magic eggs?
I mean, they're
created
magically
in the
created.
mansion.
Well, then they shouldn't have any sort of, like, diseases or anything.
I don't think it's a disease. I think it's just maybe the magic goes through his body much differently than it does ours.
He seems sort of like a creature that's going to consume a lot of food and then shit a lot of places.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of what he does.
And sometimes turn people to stone.
Yeah, or set him on fire. Oi, Letus, This is good ass coffee.
Thanks.
It's been a long time.
I hope everybody is enjoying it.
Yeah.
I'm very much enjoying the coffee.
Yeah. Thank you.
Dagalon eventually kind of leans in. So, I sort of had a plan coming into this, and I would like to know what yours is so we can coordinate as necessary.
All right. Well, we got to go get the magic rocks and whatever, and bring it back to the shady elf, so I can get out of this handshake deal that I've made. That I don't know what the handshake
Should
actually
just
meant.
kill him.
I don't know if we can. We don't even know what he actually is.
Who are you talking about?
Alzianan.
He looks like a drow, but he's not.
Have you ever seen him
I tried.
interact with someone?
Like, touch them?
Yes.
Yeah, when he wore a glove.
Did he ever touch Prick? You shook his hand.
Didn't he prick?
The same hand he had the glove on?
I don't know.
I don't think so, because I think he put the glove on his right hand and Prick was to his left.
But did he just have one glove or did he have two?
He just put on one glove.
Have you seen someone bump into him? Seen them step out of the way through a door or something like that?
And we've seen people move around him when he walks through the city, but
But he's
Their
big-
head honcho.
Yeah, so like people like part ways.
So
Did you ever see him touch anyone?
Let's ask Prick.
I only talked to him the one time.
Hey, Prick. Will you come here, please?
The floppy footsteps jumping straight down the door.
Hey, guy. Want some food?
Yeah?
Come on, eat.
Okay.
Also, have you ever... ask her questions again.
What?
Have you ever seen Alzi, like...
touch
Anyone?
anybody or bump into anybody?
Oh, yeah, he's stabbed lots of people.
No, like touch like with his hand.
like this without a glove on?
He usually will wear his gloves and his fancy shirt, and he looks like a noble because of the shirt.
Yeah, he was
And
pretty fancy.
He also wears pants. Not counting pricking people.
Yeah, not counting pricking.
No.
So, Dagalon, does this sound like someone you've met before then?
Not someone. Not a one.
A thing?
Sort of. Very, very powerful creatures have the ability to project themselves, a scattered fragmentation of consciousness. They set up small villages, tiny little societies, but control everyone. They are everyone. They lure people in. Some make friends, some find enemies, and when they want something from you, every piece of their consciousness collapses on you all at once.
How would he do this without magic?
It's something I'm not very familiar with. They're very rare creatures.
What kind of creature is it?
Divergents. They're unique, but I've only barely heard of them in scattered cities, but there's far too many people I saw even in Joel High.
Well, how do you deal with it? I mean, it just seems like a regular dude to me. If I shook his hand, does that mean anything?
Did you feel his hand? Did you hold it?
Yeah,
He was
but
wearing
had
a special glove.
Yeah, he had a glove on.
How would he be holding up some sort of false image, though?
It's not false. All of them are real. It is him. All of them are him. Maybe. But this could not be the case too, possibly.
Have you ever seen one?
No. Perhaps I speak out of turn. That this is probably more of a rumor than anything.
No.
Well, it could be he's only in certain parts, and there might be more to it than just Alzi and Nan and Jolahai. He might be in other places.
But
If it matters.
How could he cast any kind of magic? It's completely barren down there.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
if
but it
you
didn't-
are
it was only-
magic,
This is not a
Casting.
spell. This is not something that is cast or conjured. This is the
Sounds like
essence of
Remember,
the
we
something
could
spell.
use
that I
we could
can
use
do
our
almost.
innate abilities, and I think that would be what this is. You can't cast it. You can't form like just casting spells. But if it's just part of who you are, she could still shape
But
change.
part of who he is being in different areas of different planes or worlds.
It
or...
sounds kind of like
There-
that worm thingy,
there's
where
a
it's
spell.
like you're everywhere but nowhere, and
When I was at college, one of the like,
Yes, let's hear about your time at college.
okay, that's where I was gonna go.
Please continue.
Okay, so there's this guy, right? Practicing a lot. I don't know if he was trying to be. I don't know what he was trying to be. Whether it was a wizard or like some crazy ass like whatever. It was a bard college, right? But there's like people that go there that aren't bards. They're like just trying to get some easy credits because
Sure.
bard college is whatever. So there's a spell that he tried to figure out. It's called like Smacrum or Silky Crumbs or whatever.
Silky crumbs.
Simulcrums, whatever. What he could do is he could cast a spell and create himself.
Simulacrum?
That one. Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
Where did you go to college?
I didn't.
So you just applied yourself and learned about magics.
You knew my dad. He was very intelligent.
Yes, you do come from a very good line of ancestry. Please continue, Sproigins.
That's the most fucked up thing that you could say to her. Her whole entire family is dead.
But she carries with her the spirit of her people, of course.
I'm sorry. Listen, I apologize for him right now.
continue.
Anyways, he could use this spell, the simulacrum, and he made copies of himself. Fucked it up so bad, his whole room was just a shitload of him. Instantly got kicked out. They all had to walk out. It was just the one guy carrying his like shitty suitcase and just a bunch of him following behind, all naked because the dude brought no clothes. How? Why you go to school with no clothes?
That is the point of that story.
How is it you go to school with no clothes?
Yeah. Yeah.
We have reached the main takeaway.
So all I'm saying is this. Mike gave me the baby hand. All I'm saying is that people can do some crazy ass shit. And that's just a spell. He just made a bunch of naked himself. So this person can just be other things. Maybe it's a
Simulacrum.
Silky crumb.
the silly macaroons.
Naked silly macaroon, yes.
Yeah.
So
That is the name of the spell.
Simulacrum.
Yep.
even more of a reason to kill him then.
Why? Because he can just make a bunch of.
Because
We
he
don't know
does
how-
it to convince people to do.
That's my whole fucking shtick. I turn myself into
We
other
don't
people.
know how many of them are under his control. We don't know how much of the town could come against us. We don't have time to deal with all of that. So let's get the teeny tiniest fraction of something, get you out of that deal, because we didn't know if we would even come across it. It was kind of like if you find this thing,
Yeah.
don't give me some.
That's right. Okay.
Try to find like a tiny flick
No.
and be like, this is the pebble we found. Bye.
If the glove was just so you wouldn't feel that he wasn't there.
Yeah, but it was there. I shook his hand. It's not like.
It is not that they are not physically there. It is them, but they do not have the ability to interact with the same way that other changeling breeds do. Instead of changing form, they simply create new ones.
Yeah, it sounds like a simulacrum.
So what happens if they do touch stuff? Or if you do bump into them?
Again, this is theoretical. I have not met one, seen one, but it is suggested that they can be imprinted, and it makes it difficult for their arcane form to remain stable.
So if you shove one, they go poof? Or they get stuck in that form?
What if everybody in that bar
Is him?
Yeah.
Well,
even the elf that winked at you?
I was gonna say, so Ozzy winked at him?
when I used the eye to try to see him, because I was looking at everybody, was it just him that was going all shadowy?
Yeah, it was him that was fuzzy, I thought.
It was shaky and vibrating, yeah.
But it wasn't like the whole room was full of shaky and vibrating people.
I don't recall you having investigated the room, so I'm
No, but I was across the room. I wasn't like right up next to him, so.
Mm-hmm.
I think the eye like kind of dials in.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's fair.
Sort of like vision, in general.
So
That's
I
fair
guess
as well.
when we
the superhero.
when we go into
that's what I was like.
when we go
That's
into
not even-
town, you could hold up the eye to see.
Why? Why even go?
Why even go?
We
where?
need arrows.
Because I don't know what shaking his hand means. I told him we were going to get him some rocks and stuff, and I don't want to not be able to leave
Are
because
you
I
able
told
to
the guy
see
I
if
was
he's
gonna get
got
some
any
rocks.
sort of like thing on him that by shaking his hand, if we leave, he's gonna like spontaneously combust or anything?
Yeah, check me out, bro.
Which hand?
This one.
He begins to. Oh shit! This is bad. Okay.
Remember, if you roll a 1, you gotta use a baby hand.
This is bad.
What is bad? Are you looking at my lifeline?
Yes.
That's gonna be short as shit. I just
You just from a cursory glance, it looks like you are going to spend some time alone. This is disappointing. This is unfortunate.
All right.
But the enchantment
Successful line.
that is, there is an enchantment present. It seems difficult to discern. One moment, and he begins casting and kind of whispering a small incantation around it. Yes, a binding enchantment. If you do not agree to the cursory understanding of whatever enchantment bound is to you, you won't have to worry about your hand at all.
Like my hand will explode?
No, it will just wither and fall off eventually, and then your arm, and then it will just keep going.
Just the whole body.
Yeah.
Can we dispel it?
Yeah. Oh, we can try.
All right.
Yeah, let's
I'd
try.
rather dispel it than give some magic
I mean,
rock
you
to
should
some...
not try to dispel it,
Not try to?
Not you.
Why?
because that will be
Heal
bad.
you. Let us try to dispel it.
I mean,
Alright.
or if you think it would help. Nope, you shouldn't. You are your own man, and you make good decisions, I am told.
I mean, you're more of an expert than I am. I trust everything that you're saying right now. I will not try to do that.
Please actually help him.
I don't think you should do it.
Thank you.
All right, I'm not. I
So-
won't.
We should bring rocks.
We can attempt to dispel it now.
Yeah. Do
He
it.
just can't do it because him being a part of the binding would probably cause it to go off rather than anything else.
Does anyone have the enchantment removal spell?
I have Dispel Magic.
And you, friend?
I do too.
Ah, well, this should be no problem at all.
Does anybody want to roll with the baby hand?
Throws up his loose sleeves. All right. At the same time, everyone.
4th level.
I'll cast it 4th level too.
Can I do anything to make you guys special?
Probably not.
Yeah, right.
Guidance on Walker.
Fine. I will cast a more powerful enchantment. Everyone, all at once. And you all see the magical forms begin to intertwine and create a cyclone, an arcane Beyblade that spins around Sproigins' hand, kind of rifling in and out of his fingers.
Wish that feels weird.
What'd you roll?
I probably cast it on myself.
You just rolled a net. No lux?
We just woke up.
What did you
So you have the
roll?
lux.
We're about to go.
Do I add
battle.
whiz or no?
That's true.
This is a casting modifier check, so yes, this would be a wisdom for you.
Okay, and that would make it
Oh, can I still add my wisdom?
20.
Sure. 20. So as you are watching Skadi's arcane influence fall away and dissipate off, kind of...
I had a weird day.
I'm just trying to focus one moment. The arcane essence of Walker and Dagalon's spell begin to intertwine and mix, and then eventually clamp down around your hand like a arcane, glowing sort of Michael Jackson glove for a brief moment before. And then it immediately.
Did you just take my magic skin?
What did you take?
I'm looking at your hand.
Oh.
I thought you took like
yeah,
the
you like
magic
fucking
off.
pinched it off, like, yep, fucking give it.
Yoink.
I will take that.
Yep, got it.
Mm-mm. All right, I'm pretty sure you're good.
Thank you. Thank you.
Of course.
You said pretty sure, though? Like...
Yeah.
I mean, you could do a magic and say, yeah, your shit is fucked. Can you do a magic to say, yeah, your shit's unfucked?
Possibly, yeah.
Well, please unfuck it.
Is he doing the same thing?
You see him focusing on the hand again. You are clear of the enchantment.
Yes! Fuck them rocks! I mean, we should probably still get the rocks. Though.
I was just thinking that I kind of want the
wanna
rock
make
still.
him like an enemy. If we're gonna make him the like purveyor of Crendon or whatever.
Not doing that either.
I just can't even.
Just need to get you two of them and have you just...
just thinking carefully.
Yep.
Well,
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Of course.
Yep.
All right, so to the house then.
Yes.
we still need to get arrows.
Yeah, we gotta get arrows. We gotta get... On our way back, if we can find some rocks, that shit's great. But I don't want to show up and be like, ooh, there's no fucking rocks. And then he's like, you got no body, bitch, you're dead. And all that. And then watch him
Do
try
we
to do
know
that.
of any
and I'm
other
like,
area
except I'm
that's...
still alive.
It
'Cause
may
there's
be of
another
interest to just avoid going back to Jovel High if you can.
Where can we buy rocks?
Isn't there St. Terra? No, not St. Terra.
I mean, rocks are
Sarkenrood?
free.
I mean
Place?
arrows.
Sarkenrood's a place.
That's where Popol is.
That's where we were trying to
Why
go.
don't we go
wasn't
back
it?
to your hometown?
Benamir? Benamir is fucking on fire and destroyed.
Remember that's why Mom.
Yeah, Sarkenrood.
Benamir is
His mom.
right.
No, she. We
Oh,
brought
she
her to
left. Yeah, we
Crandon.
brought her to Crendon.
Oh yeah, Crendon.
That's
Well,
all that
I had
is
a-
destroyed.
We brought her to Crendon. Crendon got destroyed.
Right.
Then they went.
But you were just
over-
at your hometown for the Lich fight.
I was in my house.
Right.
And it
wasn't
looked
burned to the ground.
No.
No,
I
but it's
also
controlled
was-
by the Circle of Fire and the Void.
So during a fight that your allies were in, you went home.
The Lich sent him there. Well, no, that's not
Yeah.
true. The Raven Queen swapped our places because I asked her
We
to.
were fighting
so
a
she-
lich.
You follow the Raven Queen.
That's kind of like her shit.
Yes,
That's why she's
I
got the
do.
wings. Have you never... Show them your wings.
I can
You'd
only
be-
pop them
you'd
out
be-
once a day.
Oh.
And I
You'd
don't
be
wanna
very
just-
proud of her. She looks so badass when she's got the wings. And she's got a ring that makes her huge. So she's like a huge angel with like just crispy wings. Just zipping and flying all around.
I am the Raven Queen's champion.
You having a stroke? He's having a stroke?
Do you smell burnt toast?
Well, yeah, the room is still smoky.
Is there a problem with the Raven Queen?
I'm gonna Druidcraft burnt toast. Smell.
He's got something going on. That's what you do to lead us his face.
What?
Would you excuse me? And he stands up, shoves his chair into the table, and begins walking towards the front door. And opens it and closes it.
Bye, Dagalon.
Yep.
Nice to not actually have a single conversation.
Kind of a dick.
Prick?
No.
Nope, that's Dagon outside.
Oh, okay.
Your dad's really fucking weird. I don't think
Seems very protective.
Definitely does not like me.
Or the
He
Raven
said
Queen.
Well, yeah.
I don't think he would have liked anybody.
Yeah, maybe.
Isn't he glad it's not Prick?
He said something to me in the kitchen that I didn't know what he was. Regnon said that he's going to kill me.
Would I have heard what he had said since I was left right before?
No, he purposely was being surreptitious with his...
Regnon said he was going to shoot me in the back with an arrow and then come up from behind and slit my throat.
I mean, that's some shit you would do.
The Regnons don't lie.
Sounds like some family shit.
Yeah, I feel like you kind of need to check your dad.
Before he,
Check
like,
him.
wrecks.
Check him before you wreck him. Yeah.
Rectus? Check this before you rectus.
Check him before his rectum.
Yep.
And also,
Okay.
Demonetized.
I wanted to do this while he was here. I read more of that book, last night.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everyone passed out. I read more of that book.
Okay.
And then you lent me the letter.
Yeah.
And I figured out the thing on the back.
Okay.
But
So smart.
thanks. So I wanted to talk to him about it too, but there's like all this weird stuff about, I think, Letus and like darkness within the Forgotten Blood, which I think is Letus. And like,
Letus, you got the darkness blood in you?
I'm not aware of any such darkness.
the book said, would the Guardians live long enough to find the answer to the darkness within the Forgotten Blood?
Yeah.
Right, so who...
And
is the
forgotten blood will
blood?
rise from death, and from the sun will rise again. And that poem thingy, the thing on the back calls Letus the sun.
Well, I mean...
Dude, you're in a poem?
See this
Walker,
thingy?
also king...
And then this thingy? I spent a lot of time last night, like, going through it.
All right. And it says Letus in that?
It says, the Guardians have been chosen, and the sun is born. Algine will protect
All right,
Letus
Marcus, your
now.
dad.
Will protect Letus now. Vesseral will return soon.
That doesn't specifically or explicitly state...
It says that Letus is the sun.
It does not say that. It says the
Like
sun is
literally
born,
says it
It
on
says
the thing?
the sun is born, and
comma.
there's no commas in this.
Clearly.
It's assumed punctuation.
It's exactly. Someone did
Okay.
not study properly. There's a missing comma in this letter.
Where's this going here?
Obviously dubious.
Well,
Dubious comma.
with forgotten blood will rise from death, and
Mhm.
from the sun will rise again.
Mm-hmm.
One can rule, one can give, but both will drown in blood to live. Somebody jumped into a well of blood.
You did jump into that well of blood.
5 assembled, all is one. Brought none to all and all to none.
And there it ends.
The king, the guard, the tree, the heart, brought the answer to the dark.
Interesting.
And there at end in fires deep, all the hopeful go to sleep. I think you're the
It's
king.
like the hopeful spire.
But he's a king.
We're all kings in a
I'm
way.
the guard.
He's the backup king.
Yeah.
the heart.
It's a
She's the
secondary.
tree. And I think Letus might be the answer that we gave them when they took him and brought him to the hells.
But also, probably not.
Do we have a way to verify?
I think
I don't. I
we're
just I
overlooking
needed
this
to bring this
dubious
to your
comma.
guys' attention just
Okay,
because it said,
this was in the thing that was...
will they live long enough to find the answer to the darkness within the forgotten blood? And we're heading towards, well, something is happening, and I don't want us to just...
I mean, I've seen Letus's blood. It's just regular blood.
Exactly.
It's not darkness blood.
Exactly.
And I think we've gone over this too before on how much we can trust that book that you spend so much
Full
time
of lies and grammar
Yeah,
mistakes.
the book is weird, but also that was just left in his room, right? When we got to Shadowfell?
It says it's from Ephesra. And
Yeah, but it could be from
Anyone.
anyone.
Barondel. It was for Barondel.
Would you excuse me for a moment? And he stands up, jams his chair in, heads towards the door, and steps outside.
What the hell is happening?
I think I'm freaking everybody out.
I'm gonna go.
Hara, check him while you're at it too.
I'll go check everybody.
And then you see Dagalon kind of staring at Letus. Letus breathing heavy, staring at Dagalon. And as you kind of open the door, Dagalon's looking at Letus. You're all right. We're fine.
Uh-huh.
Just getting some air out here. It's hot.
Quite hot out there.
So hot out here. We should go to the hells to cool off. It is hot.
Sounds like it's a great plan.
Yes, whenever you want to just go ahead and get on out of here. With all of everyone.
All right, I'm gonna put disintegrate in the loot.
Okay. Is anybody else doing anything?
I'm gonna go get Is if we're gonna be taking off soon.
That seems to be the general direction.
Jin.
Does not come.
Prick, make sure you fill up. We're getting ready to get out of here.
Where are we going?
And we're gonna go back to Jovel High.
No.
You're staying with us.
No.
We don't have to go back to Jovel High.
No.
We can.
Sarkenrud?
Sure. Where's that?
Where do you want to go?
Not Jubal High.
Okay, we won't go to Jovel High.
We're gonna go to
We're
Sarkenrud.
going to Jovel High.
I thought we weren't going to go to where the Virgins was, and we were going to go to a different town to get...
No, because we're... Oh.
I don't even know where we're going now.
We are going to Sarkenrud.
That's what I thought too.
End of story.
Have we been to Sarkenrud?
Why are we going
Nope.
to Sarkenrud?
Sarkenrud sounds great.
So how are we gonna... Okay.
When we checked it out, when I checked it out, when we were going
Letus
to send
has.
Popel there.
You been to Sarkenrud?
Letus is still outside, isn't he?
That's how I came in. Well, I mean, everyone was coming out, so.
That's where he was going to get to the World Tree, right?
That's where he was going to get to where we are now.
I was trying to take the more direct route.
Well, what is it like there?
It's a trash city. It's small, muddy,
Will they sell arrows?
maybe.
Anybody who felt like Alzianan?
All of them, but probably not quite as sketchy as he seems.
All right. So we're just gonna go to Sarkenrud to get arrows?
I don't need arrows that bad.
I mean, is
Well, we can make sure Popel's okay.
there not...
Sarkenrud's not where...
Popel's fine.
We sent Popel to...
Yeah, Popel did not go to Sarkenrud.
Oh.
We
Let's
sent
go to
him
where
to
Popel is.
a completely different city.
Yeah.
Bleatfoot.
Bleatfoot, that is right. Let's go to Bleatfoot.
It's on a different continent.
So?
Why
I'm
would
just
we
saying.
go to Bleatfoot?
We don't know how to get to Bleatfoot.
They can try and get us there.
No, let's not. No.
Wait,
Let's
I mean,
not
we
go to
tried to get
Bleatfoot.
Popel and Terry there.
Don't she like need a tree or something?
Yeah, she sent.
That's a totally different spell.
So
she
you,
sent
you
Popel
can
and
just
Terry right to Bleatfoot.
anywhere?
Well,
shift.
if we're inside the mansion, it's a different plane, so she can plane shift us back to the material plane and in someplace.
Or we can just... Yeah, I mean, all kinds of stuff.
Magics.
Powerful magics.
Is that where Terry is?
To find Terry.
Terry's with Popel.
Yeah, Terry
I like
and
this
Popel went to
idea.
Bleatfoot.
Well, I mean, like, you talked to them.
Let's go to Bleakfoot.
Yeah, they're fine. They're in chairs and people are in the trees.
Right, but we can probably get arrows in Bleatfoot.
We can get arrows in Jovel High.
Yeah, but we don't want to go to Jobel
We
High, I
can
thought.
see Terry in Bleakfoot.
Arrows are perhaps more common than swords even. Most places, if they have any standing defense left, you can find arrows.
Perfect. So Bleatfoot.
Bleatfoot's on a different continent, right?
What does that matter? We're traveling
Yeah, we're plane
to
shifting.
the hills right after.
Can you plane shift twice?
I can plane shift 3 times.
You also can't plane shift to Bleakfoot.
Why?
Even from inside the mansion?
From inside the mansion, I suppose.
But yeah.
All right, fuck it.
Everybody get their stuff.
All right, let's go to Bleatfoot.
But okay. But I was thinking about this whole destroying the war machine thing, right?
Uh-huh.
Wouldn't we then, as soon as that happens, want to start popping up around at the different encampments and start as quickly as we can dispatching people? Because they won't be able to send reinforcements.
But
at
we
that
need to
point.
sleep, between fights.
But that's what I'm
We
wondering.
don't know what
if
we're
we-
fighting when we get there.
if
We might be too tired.
Should conserve as much as possible.
That is true.
So
We don't
could
need
just-
arrows. We're not taking Prick with us to the hells.
That's
So-
true. You don't want to go to hell, do you, Prick?
Let's just start with your next place, and if it's nice, I'll stay. And if it's not, I'll come with again.
That works for me.
Awesome!
I mean,
You have your hand? How perfect.
I don't know what a good place for him would be.
Prick.
No place?
You're getting good at that.
No
It's
place?
new. I don't know how to.
How often do you see
I think a
goblins?
knuckle got me right under the bone here.
What's a knuckle?
It's like the
That's
fat
that
part
bone.
on the finger. It's the thing that makes the finger
Sorry.
like.
Oh.
Is it like? Have you ever
Do-
bitten down on a tooth before?
Yeah.
Did it feel like that?
Every time.
I mean, that's true.
Do you eat teeth?
No, when you bite
When
down,
you bite down, it's
on your teeth.
Oh yeah, yeah, but like.
How do you chew?
Yeah, but biting down on your own teeth is different than
Trying to
taking
chew
a
it.
tooth and biting down on a
It's not
loose
much
tooth.
different.
Preg, do you have anywhere to go? Any family or clan? Sore subject.
It's just prick. Just prick now.
I vote Fleetfoot.
Just.
Is that our son now?
A
Is Prick our son now?
little bit.
It's just prick. I'm just ready to go. And I'll prick where we go. Where we go, I will prick.
He's just so precious.
He was kind of precious.
I'm
He's
worth
like-
a lot of gold.
Did you say you're worth a lot of gold?
Yeah, because you said he's precious.
Yeah.
Oh,
At least 4 pieces.
You're worth way more than 4 pieces of gold.
6?
You're priceless.
Send him to the Gloryfell.
don't send a goblin to the fucking Gloryfell.
Why not?
Because your guys are gonna.
Will you send a message that we're
Smash
sending
him.
him?
Yeah.
Would they protect him?
And they will do as the king instructs, as you've seen. So
Do they have arrows?
I don't know. Probably not.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
Well, you wanted to go check on the
fucking
Gloryfell.
Yeah,
arrows.
maybe instead of going to Bleatfoot, we drop by the Gloryfell.
Where's
drop off the
Prick
prick.
gonna go?
Do you want to go to Locker's Kingdom?
Here's the thing. I don't need
Maybe.
arrows. I can get by without them. I'm just more dangerous with them.
I know. That's
Which is
why
why
I
we
want to
should
give
have
you your
arrows.
like. And if I could get you some cool arrows, oh, let's get you some.
I think that's actually.
I think they would give their king some arrows.
I have 20-ish arrows. That's
But we'd be killing 3 birds with 1 stone. We would get Prick somewhere safe to be.
We
could-
could shot.
We can.
Shot.
We can get
Check in on your
maybe get some
people.
arrows and check in on your people.
I have 25 arrows and 5 poison.
That is not enough. Gloryfell, hands.
I gotta go get Is.
But if we go there, there's some things I'd kind of like to take care of.
Yeah, but how long will they take?
I don't know.
Can we?
I don't know when I'm going to get back there next, so I want to take advantage of the time that we're there.
You know, I can like bring us whenever.
But our journey doesn't always make sense to go back. If we're going back, I'd like to take at least some time.
How much is some time?
Well, if I go back and my people say they're perfectly fine, everything is okay, then we can just go.
Okay.
But if there's any threats or anything that is hindering their survival, I would want to stay and take care of that.
Risk it for the biscuit.
I was hoping to wait to pull you aside separately. But given the circumstances, perhaps it is best I let you all know. I will not be going with you right now.
Yeah, you were gonna go get Snar.
I have an ally who needs me now.
Who?
Your father.
In the house.
And I will not leave my allies to their own devices anymore when facing insurmountable odds. I owe you all of the time that I can give. But right now, I hope you understand, I simply do not have the time to give away.
I know. That actually is very good. Because we can have someone help Snar. Keep an eye on things. You guys can make progress towards the machine.
Yeah, you go get Snar and then you go get my dad.
We can battle ready ourselves, and then we'll meet up in the house.
Okay? If you fuck up, I'm gonna kill you. What?
Fuck up what?
If he fucks up not getting my dad, I'm gonna kill you. I'm not actually gonna do it. I just wanted to do it because that's what he said to me in the kitchen that I didn't hear that the Regnon told me.
I said no such thing.
That's bullshit. The Regnon said that you were gonna shoot me in the back with a very articulated crossbow and that you were gonna sneak up behind me while I'm on my knees and you're gonna slit my throat.
He's making up
Please
this
don't call me
nonsense.
Hara is my chosen name. Mahaleth is the only name that they called me. So I chose my own.
As you wish.
Thank you.
And he kind of moves towards you and puts his hand on your shoulder. And, I can explode you with my mind.
I know. I wouldn't actually try to kill you. Please just get my dad. And her dad.
That's my dad. Oh, her dad.
Her dad. But don't explode me with your brain.
I will do my best.
To get my dad or not explode me with your brain?
Here. I want to go up to him and awkward hug. Try to just yup.
Just not a goodbye.
No. See you later.
Oh, I have learned sometimes before moments like this, it is just best to say I'm going to go do the thing.
We're also gonna go do the thing.
Do you have a vial?
Yeah.
Yeah, like 100 vials.
Yeah, I still have like
Just like ordered
70?
100 vials off of Wish. And
Yeah.
they showed up 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, these are smaller than the picture looked, but they're
all right.
here.
I want to druidcraft the scent from the flower that was in Kala and like try and like get it in the vial and stop it.
Okay.
Can you give that to my dad when you find him?
I'll see that he gets it. Oh. Well, let's not make
this
this
again?
awkward. When he just immediately casts a huge cyclone of blue runes that sweep across his form, and you see him blink out. Do we like him?
Sometimes.
No.
I mean,
Just
he's going to get my dad, so like.
Just an ass.
Yeah. Big ass.
Just huge ass.
Oh, he was fine to me.
Might be his tail. Just
Yeah.
Nope, just a big ass.
Yeah. Just a dick. Just a big dick.
you were looking.
No, that was his tail.
I'm gonna go get Is.
Demonetized.
I'm gonna go find Jin.
All right, Prick, get ready. I don't know where we're going to go, but we're getting ready to go somewhere.
And it's not Joel High.
Not Joel High, I
I'm
guess.
ready.
Alright, I head up to my room.
So you all eventually compile Is and Jin gathered together. Is ready to go, it seems.
We're not going to the scary place anymore. Not right now. We might still in a little bit,
Okay.
but not right now.
Sure, yeah,
Okay.
Whatever.
What? Hey!
Well, it's like, we go, or we are not go, we are eat a person, we are not eat a person.
White Dragon? He's going to the scary place. We're going to go back to Walker's home.
Oh, okay. Sure, yeah. I like a place.
Do you know where Jin is?
He'll probably eat the food. So.
Can you find him?
I'll ask the Regnons. I'll go get him.
Okay.
Yeah,
But just
you
because you can talk
eventually
to him.
find him isolated, eating his little
Ham.
ham collection, yeah.
Come on. Sit on my shoulder. I also can't speak your language anymore. Because it was a helmet, and I'm just not that talented. You're so much more talented than me, you know? Yeah. So, I would be glad to carry you. We're going to leave this place.
We do have a translator, you know?
I don't know what languages you speak. I've only ever used comprehend languages.
Yeah, he said food, but like not a chicken, okay? And then he said like, yeah. So.
Well, I think he speaks more than one language.
No, I know, but he speaks Ignan, right? Just like you do, bud?
Sure. Yeah,
Jin, do you speak other languages?
He
Yes.
said, yeah. Okay, yeah. Uh-huh. Okay. That's it, okay.
Yeah, Ignan Sylvan.
Just a wait though, because he is very unhappy.
But I don't understand Jin when he speaks Sylvan, right? For some reason.
Or no, you
I speak Sylvan.
but you don't have comprehend language, is that correct?
Correct.
Okay.
But I do
He would have to be speaking
Sylvan. Right, but I
Right.
can understand him if he's speaking Sylvan.
Correct.
And then Is can understand him if he speaks Ignan?
Yep.
Got it. So Is and I make a team of translators for Jin.
All because I wanted to wear these gloves.
Those are some badass gloves.
Mhm.
All right, so we're going to the Gloryfell now?
I guess those you guys.
Well, it just seems somewhere safe to bring Prick.
Uh-huh.
Okay, but I really can't leave my people if something's going on there.
Me too.
But I should also tell you guys that after we had left, they found some more burning hand stuff. And,
Down in what's the face's room?
yeah,
Barrendale?
Barrendale.
We just set the whole place on fire. I
No.
help you.
No, that's his people.
It's a huge, cool castle.
Oh, okay. Yep. Uh-huh.
You gotta make friends there.
If you make friends, they give you food and they don't mess with you.
They
so you
don't
don't
beat
have to
you or
prick
make you
anybody.
fight in the pit.
Or tie you up or do anything like that.
What do you mean?
You
You
work
just have to be
together.
nice. You don't prick people.
Kind of like how we've been hanging out with you, and then like we eat food, we just like
But yeah,
Walk
but
around?
one of you threw a fire at me.
Yeah,
yeah,
he's
but he's
gone.
not here.
Okay. You just teach me how to not prick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
All right, let's go to the Gloryfell.
Okay, that's decided. Okay.
It is
I guess.
He puts the skeleton hand in your other hand.
We're all here?
And for sure we're going to the Gloryfell?
Do we have enough? Yeah.
Is this what we want to do?
Hold on.
Jin is prick.
8 of us now?
8. Yep, we're at 8 right now.
I think 8 is how many I can do. Let me double check before we leave someone behind.
You might. I mean, does it help if you put them in the necklace?
It's worked before. 8 willing creatures. Me and up to 8. Does that mean 9?
Ooh.
Doesn't matter. There's 8 of us.
So you all join
No
in.
one riding the coattails.
Immediately, the purple runes begin forming on the ground, the portal opening below your feet,
Don't take your hand off the lead.
creating the purple arcane dome that begins to collapse on all of you as
I
the
haven't rolled yet.
white light stretches out in front of your vision. You all disappear from one another's gaze, stretching across the portaling expanse and arrive.
In the Gloryfell.
You have to designate a spot?
Oh, let's go to
The garden.
yeah, the garden I made.
Okay.
Or where that was at least.
So,
Under the Glory Spark.
as you all recoil and rubber band your bodies and forms jarred and stopped in place, you all have a very all of you. It's like the weirdest Charlie's Angels freeze frame. Just this.
Yeah. That's
Flip
like
Yeah.
Screenshot it.
Just
that's
clip-
the
just clip it all.
YouTube thumbnail.
All right.
Oh.
You all
I'm on it.
arrive as the portal stops moving. Your vision snaps back. You see in front of you the dim gray hue of the castle face of the Golden Keep. Green grass seemingly surrounding your general form. And the marble sort of ornate pillar where the glory spark once stood appears to almost have been chopped and now stands devoid of its upper 2/3.
Is it still illuminated a little bit?
And
And
that's
that's
where
where we're
we'll
gonna
take our break.
Yeah.
So, we will get into that. We'll have some fun. We'll figure out what's going on.
We left the Underdark. What's up?
Nailed it.
Yay, we left the house.
Could not have traveled. Yeah. I finally made it out this week.
We've actually changed planes this time as opposed to like staying in the
Well, I
mansion the
mean,
whole
we
time.
change planes every time we go into the mansion.
But we didn't go in or leave the mansion last
Technicality.
time.
Powerful magics. All right. We are going to take just a very short break to make sure we are hydrated and loose in the caboose.
I was gonna say, and also dehydrated.
Demonetized.
Yeah.
Yes.
From the
we're
other.
we're going to dehydrate, then we're going to rehydrate, then we're going to demonetize. So while we are doing that, please, it's literally free. It's super easy. Make sure you throw that follow in there. Do that. It's appreciated. It helps. It's support, and we love that. If you are able to, make sure you remember to throw those Prime subs at us, or throw a little extra jing and support at the channel and pick up one of those tier 3 to warm subs if you like the
Get to them
techno-electronica.
Get
Oh,
to
it's
them
this way.
20s.
Yeah.
It's right here if you're on a phone.
Whichever direction it is, push those buttons, do those things, share, support, click, smash that like, all that stuff. So you know what to do. We are going to be right back. Please hang out, and we will see you soon.
Yeet.
And welcome back to Holding Action. Hopefully you took that opportunity to get yourself hydrated, then dehydrated, then hydrated again.
Or caffeinated.
Or whatever it is you needed to do to make sure you are ready to rock with us for the rest of this time. Also, you are probably a little bit more able to step away and relieve yourself than we are at the moment. You're likely not tethered to your seat. That being said, we are picking up with the group having gone through some more awkward conversations. It's literally been, what do we have?
2 20s, a 5, and a 17.
That averages out to like pretty good overall. Pretty good overall. The group, continuing on with their trend of awkward conversations, now had a meeting of the fathers, so to speak.
My
and
first father-daughter conversation.
Correct. But on to matters of grave importance, the group eventually decided to take their next steps forward. It was of importance to stock up on some supplies, check in with some old allies before tending to the more dire needs in front of them. In so doing, the group settled on traveling back to the Gloryfell, the restored plane where Walker presides as king, formerly of Shadowfell fame. Yes. And transporting back to the local garden that Skadi had cultivated with the limited viable space they had at the time of their departure, the group arrives in front of the Golden Keep. The spire now broken or cracked, it would seem, and now the bottom third of it, the only remaining piece in the courtyard. You all stand in front of you, and as the runic arcane energy dissipates around your form and you're snapped into place, you see the grayish facade of the exterior of the Golden Keep, green grass as well as some of the plants and vegetation that Skadi had worked towards cultivating, and what appear to be a number of individuals in this open courtyard, surprised and shocked at your arrival in a startled and shuddering state. So, finger guns. What happens next?
Are these people the Gloryfell people?
They appear to be not of soldier caliber, but are people who are kind of just walking through.
Where's Durazo? Durazo?
Durazo's inside, I think.
Okay. How are things?
Fine. Good.
Better?
Good, my king.
Are they better?
Than
They were? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
They better after we left.
Since my sister died?
Be honest, it's okay. Nothing will happen.
Yes. Better.
Yeah. Okay. What do you need? What do you need?
Do you need food? Do you need weapons?
No.
Is there anything that people need right now that we can give?
I really don't know. I just cook here.
Oh, so there's food to cook.
Yeah.
Is it from this garden?
Some of it.
All right.
All right.
We did something.
Good job.
We fed people.
What's on your wish list?
Housing.
Housing.
More,
Okay.
More places.
Got it. I'm going to go talk to Durazo. You keep cooking.
While Walker was being weird, I want to be grabbing fruit and veggies and stuff from the garden and put them in my bag.
These are ours. We made these.
Okay. Absolutely, of course.
Can you make
Pardon
more of
me.
that?
What happened to the glory spark stone?
Durazo said we had to move it, so things seemed better out here, and he said he had to move it. He had a need for it.
Move it where?
Just go ask Durazo.
I don't know. Last time you were here, I did what I could to help the wounded, and then the castle was set on fire, and then only some came back. I don't know much.
Oh, we'll wait for Walker, I guess.
Durazo!
No, I want to. I'm going to Durazo.
He already walked away. He did the tightest.
Yeah, so-
Yeah, but I did the... Come on.
So
Okay.
as soon as you crest in the door, you see a guard clad in the sort of golden plate. Does the... How is it we may serve? What brings you back to the glory?
Is this Durazo?
No.
I'm looking for Durazo. How are you doing?
I do well, my king.
Things better?
Then what?
You feel good?
Yes.
Okay, Durazo. Where is Durazo? I'll start walking.
My king.
Yeah.
I can lead you. It's back. We have to go up to the second floor.
Okay.
Right
To the
this-
second floor.
Yes, right away, my king.
This is great.
And he goes up, ends up going the winding staircase that would lead to...
And the whole way up, I'm just going to ask him how he's doing, what he wants, what's his wish list.
Yes, we do quite well. And he begins sort of beelining across the interior front face of the keep, heading towards Barondel's quarters. I believe he's...
Okay. Yeah. You want to stick around? You want to go?
whatever.
Maybe you should.
wanna-
Maybe you should go. Just let him get back to his duties.
Yeah. Do what you want. I'll open the door.
You're an independent man.
So you open the door, and immediately you see Durazo's hand stop as the spear. My king.
Yep.
What was that reaction?
And as you look inside, the spire is kind of like makeshift, stuck up in the middle of the room.
The glory spark?
The glory spark, stuck up in the middle of the room, sort of surrounded by what appear to be kind of like a sandbaggy type of base, just to hold it upright. I was not expecting you.
I wasn't expecting you to be here.
Didn't know you'd be coming back.
Durazo, you don't have to be limited in your words this time. What is going on here?
It is customary for the Flywing to stay in the same quarters. Tradition. A place everyone knows to go to.
But the glory spark has moved?
There's an energy in here. I found this. And he walks past the glory spark, opens up what appears to be a metal box, the lid of which he kind of has to almost muster to lift a little bit, and pulls out a small sort of ovular stone that appears to have a face carved on it. It has a twin, I think. He leans in kind of very close to you.
So do I.
I don't know if it's a good idea to speak freely with
Does it look familiar, the face? Like maybe a statue that we painted all over and then destroyed with a bunch of stones?
No, it looks familiar.
How about a
What is
statue that we try to put in a bag?
It is like a facial kind of feature.
It would look
thing
familiar
going
to
on.
you. This would be similar or resemble the same stone you pulled off of. Oh, shit.
We didn't?
We didn't. Sorry.
What about the statue in the
Same
hells
stone that I
tried-
saw somewhere?
The same stone, more or less, that you saw Darn Elwyn pull off his sort of physical body in his fire form before he disappeared.
So the stone looks familiar, but the face doesn't?
It's not really articulate. It's not a detailed face. It's almost kind of like the comedy tragedy type of facades. It's not really meant to resemble a close articulation.
Put it back in the box.
Zerazo has...
What else is in the box?
What's in the box?
Just give it to me for a second.
Yeah, you're the magic man.
I'll cast Identify on it.
It's 1/2 of a sending stone.
Break it.
Oh, I think we should keep it.
His
We could use it to
sending
our
stone.
advantage.
Do you know how it works?
I mean, I don't have sending.
My king, I would advise putting it away.
I motion to the box.
Okay, I'll put it away.
And he kind of...
So, are you telling me that if I say anything into that, anyone on the other end can hear it?
I believe so.
This is perfect.
My king?
Sounds like the messages are...
You don't have to send your own spells anymore?
No. Oh, but if we get the other stone, that'd be great. But
No, I meant like you could give him the names that you...
this is going to be good. Do you know anything about its sister?
I think so, my king. I don't mean to speak out of turn, but
No, please.
there's a number of other concerning elements. And where the nightstand was when you two were originally sort of ransacking the room, he pushes and shoves that out of the way and pulls back a small, like very thin, sort of almost plasticky, kind of like vinylish cloth. And sets it on top of the dresser, and underneath is kind of the black silhouetted outline of a palm print. It cannot be removed. I do not know exactly what it means, but there is also information in some of the notes that I have found left. I believe Barrendale was working with some individuals who refer to themselves as the Circle of Fire.
Yeah, well, we are familiar with them. Do you have those notes?
Yes.
Can you give them to Hara whenever it's convenient?
I'll have them fetched and brought to you.
What else?
The ritual outline that you were aware of. Some of the ingredients seem consistent with memories that I have in the past. It is difficult to dissect it all. I've been trying to isolate myself and using the protection of the glory spark for the sake of getting to the truth, but they are mixed to create extremely potent, dangerous poisons, but there were also healing elements here mixed with alkalis of silver and precious metals. There is certain rituals that are meant to be enacted when you swear allegiance first require you to weaken yourself. And when you weaken yourself, that is the symbol of your devotion, and then you are restored again, but with whatever promises the ritual might bring.
Did you remove Barrendale from the sanctuary?
Is he still there?
He remains in place. I thought it unwise to raise suspicions without the authority of my king. I don't know what it means specifically. There is some questions that remain unanswered, though, it would seem. And what you would have us do, I could not assume.
There's no way he could have done this by himself.
Well, how long has this been in the making? It could have been put in there thousands of years ago. Because he was originally
flywing for a long time.
He was here when you were Kadir.
It's a powerful item.
How did Vessero get in contact with you and Hara?
Well, he didn't with Edvara. And it was more of... he came based out of need. Maybe that this situation that Barondale found himself in found him looking for a similar out. I don't know.
Seems like that's a good way to get none to bleed into here, is to have someone.
It makes no sense. He fought bravely against Edvara, did he not?
Maybe like...
We thought so.
Maybe like a lot of men, he was trying to right some of the wrongs he had done.
Maybe he didn't believe that you would ever come back and thought it was the only way to keep his people safe.
His well, what happened, I'm assuming this has never happened, but what happens when people are pulled from the sanctuary, the crypts? Do they remain
I've
golden?
never seen.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think he belongs there.
Well, not everyone is granted such a privilege. That's, if you are placed there, typically there is a very strong reason for it.
Yeah.
It would be sacrilege to remove someone from the golden field.
And
Well, it would be sacrilege to put your entire people at risk.
Can we talk to him?
I can. But it might require pulling him from the crypt.
Yeah, well, let's fucking pull him from the crypt then. No, I don't. I'm sorry to. It's obviously up to you.
My king, this needs to be handled delicately. The fabric here is still...
Yes, I'm aware, and I know if he has only done what he's done for the same reason that I did it, I don't fault him so much because I put him in that position. So I don't want to pull him from his resting place if that's the case.
There's something else. We brought the glory spark in here because, as is customary, the flywing has an on-station guard. We did not have one when Barondale was flywing for a long time due to limited availability. But with not having persistent demon attacks, we were able to reallocate and try to get back to some of our old ways. We had two such individuals perform the customary station for the flywing. They fell ill. They died.
Fell ill. How?
Some kind of creeping consumption.
Sounds like a fate whisper.
Sounds like, wasn't your dad just talking about something like that?
The binding?
No, something on the island that would eventually consume him. Darkness that spread across the land.
Transforming the area around it.
Mm-hmm. It's a curse placed on them by Vessero, is that what he said? But it's the same curse that the other guardians had.
I've not found much on any Vessero character, but this area, this whole area of the keep even, I think still emits a strange feeling of it. What would you have me do?
For now, nothing. We'll, we need to...
Can you...
With my...
the immediate need is we need some supplies, and that's why we came back here. I don't know if you've built up stocks at all, but we need and require a few things. I'm not sure.
What do you need?
I don't. What does everyone need?
I don't need anything. I just need arrows for you.
And to
prick somewhere safe.
Oh, yes. Where's the tiny goblin?
He's right here.
He's not.
Oh, I would have brought him with, but I will go find him. Afterwards, I will ask you a question. I'm gonna go find Prick.
Okay.
Good luck with that.
Do you have detect magic available?
Yeah, I think so. No.
Were the two Flywings, were they brought down to the crypts as well?
Yeah. It is more than customary for the Flywings.
Has anyone been down there since they've been placed down
All the
there?
hopeful go to sleep?
We still place our dead who work in service to the Golden Wing. Anybody who remains stationed of the keep, who wears our armor, who fights for glory, they still are granted a space on the Golden Field, but Flywings is an expected, customary practice.
You guys want to go check out the crypt, or
Does that Death Knight still roam the where the hopeful spire used to stand?
We've avoided traveling into the Broken Maya for the time being. Tried to find ourselves on the outskirts outside the plateau, and we have found that with less competition and threat, we've been able to harvest some food more regularly. We are not at strength to deal with, frankly, anything we don't have to at the moment, so...
If we went and cleaned that up, could you and your people put the Hopeful Spire back together? Could you rebuild the Hopeful Spire?
We could, of course, try, if this is our king's order. But there is still a number of threats out across the Zandian field. It is still a delicate balance, though we have improved some.
The skin forest.
The flesh forest no longer stands.
what happened to the flesh?
Very nice.
They're calling it Blood Lake.
Oh.
That makes sense now.
I throw everywhere.
Wow.
That one.
Everywhere.
Skadi, seriously.
I don't like blood.
Is it the room?
I swallowed your blood.
The trees of the flesh and forest sort of had a rupture of sorts.
Vomit, but not in that one.
Just through your fingers.
Now where the forest once stood lies a vast expanded lake.
With just the blood from the trees?
Yes.
Blech.
I'm so glad I'm not actually there.
Okay.
Alright, well, that Death Knight standing down there prevents you from ever going down there.
Well, he is, of course, one of many concerns that we are to address, and he is on the list, but stabilizing our people, making sure we have a ready supply of food,
But
building up our stores.
The undead have stopped moving through the city, yes?
I believe so.
Well, we can go down there and check it out.
Well, yeah.
We've only gotten so close to that creature before we decided it was best to pull back.
Well, I think with whatever's going on in this room, you guys can't stay here forever. You're going to have to relocate somewhere else, and if that Death Knight can get taken care of and you can relocate and start fixing up the Broken Mire.
Well, he's exhibited some unusual behaviors since we put Ibarra in the fields.
What do you mean? What has he been doing?
We have sort of a nighttime now. Again. The broken Maya glows at night. We're able to see him pacing. I've used the Crown of Ages my best to look, but part of him burns. As I said, this was not high on our list.
You're not even there.
No.
But after learning what I have about this circle of fire in the burning hand, I thought perhaps a connection might be too strong for coincidence to be an explanation.
Yeah.
Your orders were to take care of the people, and that has been the focus.
How many people have seen all of this?
Witness the glow at night?
No, the room.
That live?
Yes.
One other?
Trusted?
As well as any feather in the wing.
Okay.
If our fly wing is susceptible, then I'm afraid I cannot offer you any assurances, my king. We soar as high as the best of us, and if the best of us can fall, then so too with it does the wing.
Does anyone have any magics they want to do?
Well, I was gonna see if Hara could detect magic and see if the hand is giving off any magic, and we could try to dispel it.
Well, I can dispel it. That I can do.
Yeah, but I don't want us to waste any energy on that if it's...
So make a investigation check, I'm gonna say, as you're looking for a prick running around the castle. Jesus. Let's see.
Dirty 20.
9 pages of.
I think we've only rolled like 2 or 3 times.
I've rolled for vomit more than anything else.
So after a while, you do eventually find Prick in a corridor, kind of holding out his dagger with 2 guards, like.
Prick.
Not one step closer!
Hey, Prick.
They're gonna kill me!
Guys, are you gonna kill him?
No?
See, they're not gonna kill you.
Right.
They're very nice people. And they wouldn't want to hurt somebody who's also been helping us in our travels. Because the king brought you here.
One of the guards leans up. What the hell is going on here?
He's alone and he helped us a lot and he had no place to go. So the king brought him here to see if he could help you guys at all.
We've probably literally never seen a goblin in their entire life.
His name is Prick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure he said that.
We welcome the assistance from our king.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
He's been...
Such a nice people.
Yeah. He's... very special.
As our king commands.
Come on, Prick. We're gonna go talk to the king. You know, put that away. They're not gonna hurt you.
That's not what they were saying.
Well, they didn't know. I've explained things, so let's be kind and they'll be kind, and let's go talk to the king.
Throws the skeleton hand up.
I just hear like clink.
Yeah, clink, clink.
This is dual glove.
Yeah.
And then I'll try to get back as quickly as possible, but I won't try to. I'm gonna make sure Prick is with me.
I want that coin.
What coin?
The coin where you send the messages to the other coin.
Oh, it's like a fucking rock.
Let's,
like a big-ass rock.
Let's just leave it here for the second.
But I read it in a book.
What?
Like not like about that coin, but in a book where like they took this thing, so this thing could talk to this other thing, and then they put it in their bag of holding, and then they'd pull it out whenever they needed information, and like it was in a story I read when I was little, and so like I want it. Thank you.
This is not Harry Potter. That is not a portrait. That is a one-way call to somebody who is bad.
It does have a picture on it. I want the coin.
It is not a coin.
Yeah, it's like a small boulder.
Yeah.
Just like a big rock.
It's a rock.
It's like
hey, Hara, thank God you're back.
I'm back!
Can you do detect
Here's
magic
Prick.
in this room?
Sure. First I'm going to do... Don't prick anybody. What's wrong?
This place is gross.
This room or this whole place?
Why do you think that?
Just this room.
Well, you don't have to stay in this room.
Why do you think it's gross?
It just feels gross.
Is there anywhere that you...
He sticks the skeleton fingers up his nose.
Does it stink?
Yeah.
Like
Gross.
what? Do you know what it smells like?
Does it smell different than when Skadi and I were in here last?
You're just being
I don't
weird.
think Prick knows.
I
No.
don't know if I've ever been here. If
No,
No,
he's saying...
DM.
Not you! Jones wants to know.
No.
Alright.
Divine sense, including detect consecrated and desecrated ground, is what I'm...
The entire area seems to completely almost blaze over in a pulsing wave of red energy before kind of snapping back. And it seems as if there's almost this faint, translucent black smoke kind of emanating up off the floorboards as your senses dial in. Yeah, something bad.
Really bad.
It's like a dead creature, but like that's been dead for too long. Like at least 8 days.
But 7's fine.
Do you pick up magic?
So does that mean it was desecrated? Is that what it felt like? Yeah, sort of. Let me see what spells I've got.
I don't like this.
And I will
you
do
don't
detect.
Have to stay in here, Rick.
I don't want to smell this stuff anymore.
You can go ahead and stand outside, bud.
I hate that smell.
If there's is there a guard out front still or something like that? No.
I will detect magic.
Okay. Glory Spark lights up.
Yep.
And the outline silhouette of the hand also lights up.
Magic.
I fucking knew it.
And I am going to, I need to sit down for some time because this whole place is like desecrated.
Can you do something about that?
And I will make sure that I can actually do this.
Prestidigitation.
No, I'm pretty sure I have something that
How
can undo
Morgan
it.
compels you!
Okay, you read on doing that.
I'm gonna look at my spells and
I need you guys to help me. We're just gonna dispel the shit out of this hand. Roll, we're gonna try.
Okay.
Okay?
Can we take the rock?
Yeah, probably.
Come on, don't be...
Hold on, Prick. We're trying to do some magic shit in here.
What kind of magic?
Like, real, to try to get rid of the trash, like, smell and...
Do you need me a prick?
No.
Well, why don't you go ask someone to bring you to the king's room?
I don't like talking to people right now.
Okay.
They're gonna prick me.
Nobody's gonna prick you.
Or they try to prick me.
Well, that's because you snuck away.
I didn't sneak.
You just didn't keep up, I don't think.
I just don't like this smell. I can't stand it anymore.
Is was out when we were in the Gloryfell last time, right?
He's been out.
Okay. Hey, Is,
Oh, yeah.
do you want to take Prick back to that room we slept in when we were here last time?
Oh, sure, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Do you remember where that room is?
Oh, yeah.
Are you going to ask somebody if you don't remember?
I mean, I would know if I don't remember. I don't have to ask anybody.
That's true. You know what? Actually, can you take Prick with you back to Walker's bedroom?
But sure, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Don't leave the castle.
Okay, Sprog, you want to make a Walker room?
No.
No.
Right, I knew that's where that was gonna go.
No, Walker's room here in the castle.
Oh, sure, yeah.
So you just have to find someone and say, hey, I'm Is. I'm with the king. Where is Walker's room? Except don't say that. Say, where's the king's room?
Okay.
Or the name that they know me by.
Okay, let's just dispel this hand real quick, please.
What
Prick, just hang out for a minute.
happens if you just touch it.
I sure as fuck don't want to find that out. Do you
It's
want to
not a
find that
rock.
out?
Kind of.
Nobody's talking about the fucking rock. We're talking about the hand on the floor.
I would like to just put my hand over top of it and have you protect me.
All right.
Okay.
Guidance on Sproigins.
Just so you're aware, if he goes down, that crown is mine. We already talked about it.
Did you?
Still here.
Yeah,
Wait,
we already talked about
No,
it.
Walker.
Yeah?
Is that a conversation you had with Sproigins?
What?
Yeah, you're not in all of our conversations.
Just from down the hallway. I'm a king, and you need to give me a room.
I didn't. Oh, so you said Sproigins could have the kingdom.
No, I didn't. Well, if you remember my conversation, I didn't say anything about any of you.
I was.
I'm not gonna be fucking king. He just said I gotta have his crown. We just like would come here, and when I'm here, I would have his
king,
crown.
I would advise against not touching that.
Do not touch it, you guys.
I worry for your safety.
We're all here.
Yeah,
we got this.
I get that. It's probably a bad idea, but
Go ahead. I got you.
Not.
You can't do it, Deej. It's only 9:38. You can't fucking cut the session off right now.
Make a charisma saving throw.
That's like when I grabbed the card from the deck. When I was just like,
is this being charmed?
Do you want the baby hand?
I don't know. Is this for real being charmed?
No.
Okay. Not very good. Where's my extras?
use the poo-poo dice.
I don't have it. It was rolling poo poo. Natural 20.
Baby middle finger. Demonetized, sir. Demonetized. Shame on you.
My bad.
I was good. My brain thought was like, babies don't throw up the middle finger, and then I thought of Deadpool with his baby bottom half, and then like that was what Sproigins was doing. Yeah, exactly.
In
Still
real life,
demonetized.
babies' hands are very malleable. You can make them throw up the middle finger just to take your pick.
So that would be a 24 total.
So as you place your hand on the black outline silhouette, you feel your hand stretch away from you, and your body almost being compulsively pulled in a direction. It's sort of almost feeling like it's elongating and stretching your form, and you feel yourself beginning to leave your current physical location, only to focus on just your shoulder where Sproigins is trying to hold you in place, concentrating on that point. And as the alarm starts to take over Sproigins' form, he kind of grabs you a little tightly just to make sure that you're okay, and you snap back, seemingly resisting whatever effect was taking place.
What did it do?
Yeah, what the hell? You started getting real, like
Elongated.
No.
Are you okay, my king?
Dispel that.
Yeah, it was definitely trying to manipulate me, and it's not. There's nothing to gain from it being here.
What did it do?
I don't really know. I touched it and I started to feel different.
Would you like me to try?
No.
No.
Nope. Nope. Dispel it.
I want to insight his question. Oh no. Let me ask that.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, we'll get there then, maybe. Possibly.
But
And he does.
I think it does no good it being here.
For the same reason I did not remove Barondel from the Golden Field or alter any of the state, I did my best to secure the location, and I did not want to. Could have destroyed the magical token, but didn't know if, as you had maybe suggested, it could be utilized. I simply wanted you to make the call.
It's
You've never touched it, have you?
when
I have steered as clear as possible.
when I did touch it, was it doing something to my body, or was it like doing anything to my mind?
I would say make an Arcana check.
I mean, would I have?
The former proficient Arcana.
Yeah.
8.
8. The effect feels familiar, but you can't quite place it as the full spell did not take effect. Whatever was meant to be enacted did not take root in your form. But it was a familiar sensation.
Didn't feel like the lich poison.
No, you didn't experience discomfort or pain in any way.
Well, I was talking about the prick.
No.
Yeah.
Do you know if the guards that turned ill, if any one of them touched this?
They never came in the quarters as far as I'm aware. I don't think that was it.
This ground is desecrated. I can't... Not powerful enough to do anything, and it's...
Do any of you have
hollow?
some kind of magic to...
Yeah, a number of us do.
What are you thinking?
Does anybody have a hollow spell?
We're limited on magic here. All our casters... Many of them did not make it. And we have nobody who's able to discern or identify unique magical characteristics, or...
Yeah, I can do that. I can...
Skadi, would you mind pulling out Tilcher's rod and just pointing it at the hand? I just want to make sure it's not a portal.
Does not...
I mean, you can detect portals.
Seem to
but it
change specifically from the last time you had seen it, but it is glowing very bright. I don't know what you're pantomiming is.
She's pointing it at herself to touch it.
Like, is it glowing because my pillar's been awakened and it hasn't told us yet?
No.
How about his boots?
I'm pointing
I
at
mean,
all
we
the
all have
pillars that we
fucking pillars.
Yeah, it seems as if the Pillar of Time had not been identified by the rod yet.
That's what I was trying to get at. Okay.
So it touched those and then it's not as glowy?
Correct.
Alright, I'm going to cast Identify on the hand to get the School of Magic.
Okay.
Unless it's going to tell me something else, but...
So... Well,
but I don't want to... I'm not going to touch it.
2 things first, though. Let me make sure that I give you this
I'm going to
properly.
bless y'all, by the way.
You're going to blast us?
Yep.
Yes, y'all blessed.
Get blasted.
I thought you said I'm going to blast y'all.
No, bless.
Like, what? You gonna blast me?
What the twist?
All right.
She's been the
So,
devil
as
the
you
entire time.
touch the rod to the Pillar of Time, the slippers adorning Walker's feet, the
Kingly slippers.
entire rod begins to fill with the glowing white light before it emits the white eruption that it has when identifying pillars before. Then the rod seemingly goes completely inert. A dull, sort of soft white essence to it, almost like glow-in-the-dark material when it's being shown in bright light, and a dark, creeping shadow almost forms on the tip. As you are finishing the spell, maintaining a safe distance, you do get the School of Conjuration magic from the handprint.
I think it's just done its
Conjuration
job.
can mean a lot of different things.
What do you know? Like what that would be at all used for?
And I don't know of my spells what I have that's conjuration.
I think it's just part of whatever they were doing to desecrate this whole area, to make it thin, to make other weird shit come through. The only way
Conjuration?
we have to make...
That's just like making stuff.
Is Letus
Conjure
with
things.
us?
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
Yeah.
Letus.
Yeah.
Do you have the ability to consecrate land?
No. That's never really been my thing.
Well, it's a cleric thing.
All right, let's try to dispel this hand.
You hear kind of, as it's coming back, sort of the floppy footsteps.
We
What's
got
up?
a shit.
Your thing found the kitchen, and he stopped looking for a room.
He can't eat all of the food.
Yeah, it's not the mansion.
Shit.
Okay.
Can you...
Yeah, I'll go get him.
Okay, just before you go, let's just dispel this hand. We need your help too.
I'll go get him because I can't do anything. I thought I could consecrate the land and I can't. It's way beyond my
bring
stuff.
him back here. He's in trouble.
Okay.
Can you consecrate land? What's up?
I can prick things.
Okay. Can you bring me to Is? And then explain to me what that face is all about?
Are you saying I'm ugly?
No, the face that you made. You made like a, what's that face? I don't think you're ugly. I like you. Not like that. Like, friendship.
Okay.
Let's go find Is.
The
Come
full
on.
range of emotions from Frick. Okay, we are all gonna cast Dispel Magic on the hand.
Yep.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, what's
Bring
what's
him back
with
here,
your
he's in
look
trouble.
though? Yep.
Leaders, can you?
You tell him.
I will.
I'll tell him. It's fine.
Which one are you doing?
It just reminds me of Ozzy.
The room reminds you
Yeah,
of
I'll do
Olsey.
Yeah,
Do
the
you think we're
smell
gonna fight
and
today?
your friends.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing.
I feel like that's
Which one?
Ozzy has.
I mean, I'm already
something
down
like
to 6.
that.
So I can still use it, but
I don't like it. I'll get your thing.
No, I'm coming with you
What
to
is
get
an
the thing.
is?
Is his name.
Oh,
He's a firelisk. Name Is.
okay then.
And he continues kind of flopping down the hallway, leading
Yep.
you towards where he believes is to be.
actually, hold on.
And once we find that guy, we're bringing him back. Do we find Is while they're reading?
Yeah, hold on on this.
No, we're ready to go, right?
Yeah.
Take
Oh,
a
okay.
short while to go collect is.
Okay,
5th level.
I'm going to cast Dispel Magic at 6th level using the Boon of the Source.
Okay.
3rd level. But if anyone's down HP, you guys get 3 HP.
Oh.
No, just
Alright.
I do. Just kidding. Never mind.
Yeah, wait, like
Yep, just
just
none of
this
us.
aura of healing magic.
All right.
It's just me that heals.
Okay.
Balls taco.
Add wisdom, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's 3rd,
Thank
5th,
you.
and 6th, you said?
6th for me.
Okay.
Dirt's 20.
5th for me. Yeah.
What'd you roll?
Go ahead.
17.
I'm adding Wisdom.
Yeah.
You're adding charisma. This is a casting modifier.
Oh, 23.
But not attack, correct?
No, this is just your whatever your casting
Dirt's 20.
ability is your modifier. So as you are all focusing your collective energies, this sort of funnel, this like Dyson sphere reflective property of focused arcane energy being shielded and bounced back and forth as you all form this cone, this funnel in the direction of this hand. As it begins to seep through, the wooden boards comprising the floor begin to almost splinter and crack as you're forcing the arcane energy directly down on this source, until eventually you see it wash, dissipating across the ground, the hand almost blown as if it was made of sort of static ash just laid out in that formation, now seemingly scattered into this tendrily type of breeze of dust and ash. The handprint no longer remaining in place, it would seem.
Thank you.
Yeah. I think that was a good first step.
I'd like to head down to the crypts. I don't know if you guys would like to join me at all, but
I have to go, Mom.
You have to go what?
I mean, he'll be fine here. He just can't eat all the food.
I know.
Okay.
And I can't grow what he eats. So, like, if he was eating all the food, and I could be like, well, I'll make more food. But, like, he's eating all the protein for the people, and I can only make fruit and veggies. So,
I mean, they might not have any.
If you
Protein.
run into Hara, could you tell her? You know, we can do it later too, but I would like her to check out all the ingredients because she's super into that kind of stuff. So
in the kitchen?
no, in the that were on the
She's got cookbooks.
like altar in the room.
Hey, Durazo.
The ingredients in the altar have been removed.
Oh,
Those
I
are
thought
not
they
in the
were saying they were still there. Okay.
Did you guys leave them or did you take them with you? when
No,
you
I
guys
took
first
them.
left?
That's what I'm going to ask Durazo.
Took some of them.
Yeah, I just essentially took what was found
I do have a
Or what
question,
was,
even
like,
though I'm
just
not
out?
there. Does the room feel the same?
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta cross off that I used my...
While he's
Divine
looking
locator.
for whatever he is, Durazo, could you take me down to the crypts?
You'd like me to escort you now?
Yeah.
Yes, of course. As you
And while we're going, let's stop and tell some guards to like help my people, my friends, do what it is they need to do. Come find me. Go to rooms. Do whatever.
That is a very nondescript list. We will do our very best, of course.
DeRosa, real quick, do you remember anything reading in Barondale's notes that mentions anything with Wolfsbane and Hemlock, incense, and this? And I'll reach in the bag and pull out the silver cup with the mercury.
Don't do that in the room.
It was already in the room. You're not even there.
I know.
And you see the Crown of Ages almost with the opalescent circlet kind of flare and run across. The incense commonly used for ritual-based magics. The wolfsbane, a powerful poison. Don't eat either of those.
All right.
The aquiline silver is something else. Tethering agent. Used to secure one's position, a point in a plane. A ritual. Securing a point. And you kind of see him almost disappear behind his eyes and mumbling to himself for a brief minute, like he's almost sorting through more information than he can process right away. And
this is all stuff that we pulled out of Barondale's room before we left.
I know what the hand was. I didn't have all the ingredients until now. I think he was trying to open a planar rip, some kind of sacrifice for making himself into a conduit. That would explain maybe the dark energy in here.
Does that source still emanate from the crypts?
I don't think so.
You said it was placed on him.
He may have performed the magic. There may still be someone else who did all of it that we have yet to discover. I do not know, my king. It seems to suggest that it was likely Barondale, as he was the only one who stayed in these quarters. And
was there anyone that he was really close with that still lives?
Well, I mean, there were some among the Flywing who were certainly closer to Barondale in station and duty.
Can we get them all in a room? Hera's got a way to make sure people tell the truth.
No. Because then that lets something out.
What do you mean?
People would begin to suspect that something is up with Barondale.
Yeah.
And I'm not quite there yet. This man kept these people alive for us to come back. For hundreds, thousands of years, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But he kept it all together. I can't just...
I will say this. The man we killed we thought we killed in Benamir also did the same thing.
If you wish to be more secretive, I would start with Garant and Valis.
Wait, isn't that what Halsey is doing too? Keeping the people together?
Mm-hmm.
We need to go down to the crypts. Whoever can come.
Yeah, I'll
I'm
come
gonna
with
wait
you.
here for us. Yeah, you guys can go.
Yeah, I'll come with you.
So you will eventually find Is with Prick's leadership. Is doesn't seem to be gorging on any food or anything to that extent, just is now in what appears to be the eating area and is kind of stomach on top of one of the chairs, just head on the edge of the table.
Is
He's so cute.
Yeah?
what you doing, bud?
Just a waiter for a white elf to...
All right, the white elves are only in the mansion.
Oh yeah, okay, sure, yeah, but this is way bigger, so like...
It is way bigger,
you know,
but it isn't magically made.
full magic.
It's just real. There's no white elves here.
Okay, so like a whatever elf.
It doesn't work the same as the mansion.
Okay, I mean, it's, you know...
There's no meat here,
Okay, but I just want a chicken now, so...
which is meat. Yep. There's no chicken. There's no giant. There's fruit and there's vegetables here.
What do you say to me?
That we will get you some more chicken when we go back to the mansion, but here there's not going to be any food that you would actually like.
He's gonna have a breakdown.
What?
Yeah.
Hara's not his favorite anymore.
You would tell me? You were telling me?
That we've got way better food at home? Heck yeah.
There was no chicken?
They don't have chicken, babe.
Can we go to the dangerous place?
I don't know if they have chicken. I mean, their chicken there is kind
no,
of like...
but they have a people we can
That's
eat.
true. That is true. Well, we'll be going there eventually. It's just...
What do we do here?
We're trying to wrap some things up, get some supplies so that we can go to the danger place.
What is the point of us to be here?
Let's go talk to Mom. She'll explain it.
Okay, yeah, she maybe will say, because you not say. You say things are like this one. You talk a shit piss.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Go, come on.
Can we not go back up there?
Actually, you know how Alzi feels? That sense he gives
Tina!
you? You don't have to, we won't go all the way in there, we'll just wait at the top of the steps. How about that?
Okay.
Okay. So we'll follow him, make sure that he actually gets there, because you know how he wanders.
Okay.
So, and then we'll stop. We won't have to go near the room. I'll just be like, hey. And then we'll go do something else. And if there's anybody around who, like, feels kind of the same as Alzi, will you tell me?
Well, your friend kind of reminds me. I don't like him.
Which one?
The same one who's got the same as Alzi's his thing. It doesn't make me want to prick him. It makes me
The elvish one or the bluish one?
the blue one.
Okay.
He wears the same thing that Alzi does.
What do you mean he wears the same thing? His clothes or his
gold. His shiny.
He wears the same shiny. A necklace, a hand?
Yeah, for the neck. Shiny for the neck.
Shiny for the neck. They wear the same necklace?
No. Alzi keeps his in a box.
How about you'll help me draw it and so I can understand better? Or you can just straight up point at it.
Okay.
Cool. Let's go back up the stairs and make sure
This
it's
one's
there.
stupid. And Is is just begrudgingly walking alongside you. Don't even have a chicken. What kind of a blue right elf are you? Pushing through the hallways. Guards.
As they were leaving the room,
Yep.
I would like to have pulled out the tiger's eye.
Okay.
And taken a look around, maybe perhaps at the people leaving the room.
At...
Durazo.
Oh. Durazo seems unchanged.
As long as it's out, take a look around the room.
Yeah. Doesn't appear
Seems
to
like
be
Same as
anything-
when I ransacked it.
Yeah, nothing particularly unusual about it.
Am I alone in the room?
You are?
I'm gonna go over the box.
Okay.
You take a fall out in the box.
No.
Replace it.
I'm gonna open
Something's
it.
gonna fall out of the box right now.
I'm gonna open it.
Okay.
I'm gonna look at the stone.
Okay.
Does it look normal?
Under the gem of
Sorcery.
seeing, it has a little bit of a shimmer to it, but it still looks essentially the same.
Sorcerer's stone almost.
Think about it.
Is that actually a Harry Potter thing?
Have it be a
think
Skadi
so.
thing and not a Kira wants a talking portrait in her bag.
It does not at all barely resemble a talking portrait, if that helps, even a little bit.
It's the talking portrait rock now. So
I'm gonna close the box. How big is the box?
It's probably about a foot across, probably about 8 inches deep.
Whole thing in the bag of holding.
It is heavy. It is made of some kind of very dense metal.
Some sort of hair shit over here.
Mhm.
Go to the
probably
hells,
couldn't
turn
like
red.
I mean, it's unwieldy, but it's still small. You can get it in there, but it's a process.
Okay, so it probably will take. I'm still putting it in when they show up, probably.
Assuming you're sitting there and staring at the stone for a brief while, yeah.
I probably was.
Yeah.
It's come help mom.
Oh, I mean, okay, yeah.
We're trying to put the box in the bag.
family effort.
Okay, so like,
Come help mom steal this.
what you want me to do here?
Just like take one of your hands and just push it in.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Go ahead and make a strength check for Is.
Just turn into an ape.
You got that one.
He's kind of, oh, yeah, sure, okay. Yeah, I'll help as soon as I get us some chicken.
If you help, mom will pull out some giant meat for you.
Okay, let's just see the giant.
Let's see
A
it.
pound of giant meat.
Okay, yeah. Now we talk.
So will you help mom push this in the
Yeah,
bag?
right, I'll help you push it on.
Let's roll again.
Right. No, we'll just say for the sake
Okay.
of brevity, you
Can
guys
you please let
eventually-
it roll with the baby hand?
Oh, yeah, you have to roll with the baby hand.
Natural one.
Yeah.
It
Yes.
This is a cursed item.
Oh, I have to push really hard, more meat.
For like maybe like a 1 or more pound of giant meat.
This is the second natural one she's rolled with that baby hand.
It's hers. It's just hers now.
It is a cursed
I
item.
also like that the effects for rolling natural 20s and natural 1s are pronounced, but in this particular instance, you have rolled your way out of 2 pounds of giant meat. And that's officially
All right,
the
Is,
best possible.
there's 2 pounds here.
Oh, now we'll talk.
You're actually gonna try.
I mean, we'll see.
He tries.
Okay,
Hang on, I don't-
so back to brevity.
Yeah.
Use a
You
lot.
eventually get that moved in. Also, we want a quick. Hang on. I want to say Diomedes.
That's a cool.
Yeah, that's
All
Assuming
right.
that my pronunciation and readability here is on point and synergized. Welcome to the Action Junkies. Thank you for the
Hey.
follow.
Hi.
You guys eventually do move. That's officially a thing now. Whenever somebody follows, if you're
I'm
gonna,
alright with
if
it.
you're gonna blow pop it, okay.
Wow.
You got to do it with the
Super
baby.
demonetized.
I'm not doing it
There's
with the
no
baby
way
hand.
we
That's
stay
just...
monetized after you call it a blow
A
pop.
blow pop when people follow us.
Yeah.
No, but
like,
in the commercial.
let's maybe dial it back.
All of you demonetized us. I didn't demonetize anything, okay?
I was on the same page.
I was trying
I
to have
say
her.
things that I think are innocent all the time that get us demonetized.
She was trying to blow pop with a baby hand, okay? That's what.
Diomedes.
My brain goes to Deadpool again.
Welcome.
Thanks for hitting that follow.
Yeah, that ended up being way more disruptive than it was intended to be. All right.
Anyway, so Iz actually helps now.
Yes, you two eventually get it back in there.
Jesus.
Hara, Is, and Prick have all returned to the exactly. Have all returned to the general area there.
We need to talk now, Is.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You've had some giant meat.
Yeah.
And you helped Mom.
Yeah.
What did Mom tell you to go do?
Find a king.
Let's even say that was the case. What did you do?
Oh, there wasn't one.
There wasn't one.
So.
But there is a king. There's 2 kings here.
Well, yeah, okay. I assume you did not want me to find ones you already found.
But remember, I actually said find king's room.
Okay, well, if there's a whole room of them, I do not know where it is.
Didn't I tell you to ask where the king's room was?
Yeah, okay.
And what did you do? Okay, Is.
Yeah. Hey, Mom.
This is what?
I love you.
Shit.
Just so you know.
He wins.
I know, and I love you too.
That's good.
But.
You can't discipline me now.
But.
Sure.
This is the first time Mom's gonna do this to you.
Okay, if you want to go for a ride, okay.
No, I've ridden you before.
Oh, yeah, okay. Well, that's because it loves you. So.
Can't get away with this stuff. So.
I'm gonna put him on timeout.
Mom's got a mom. Okay? You didn't listen to Mom.
Oh, but I did. Okay, so like.
But you didn't, remember?
But I pretty much did.
But you didn't. So you have to be in timeout and you have to go to your room.
Oh, what do you mean?
Fall tour.
Okay, is there a chicken in there?
No.
So it's like I just go into the NECA?
And then you have to be in there for 10 minutes.
Okay, then what?
Then you can come out.
Okay.
That's timeout. You can't be hanging out with us for 10 minutes.
So was I always on a timeout long before?
No. Before it was to keep you safe.
Now it is it dangerous?
No. Now you're in trouble.
With who?
Me.
Oh, but I love you.
Bud, 10 minutes in your room.
Okay.
Fall tour.
Remonetize for cuteness.
Yeah.
Oh, but I love you.
I know. Like,
Skitty.
Okay, yeah. What's up?
And Prick doesn't come in. He's still
I'm hanging out with Prick
outside
out by
the
this.
door.
I
Okay,
told
I'll-
him that we weren't leaving the top of the stairs, so you guys were just doing that in the room.
Yeah, that's fine. You heard us, I assume, though.
You're being weird. Let's go.
I just am weird.
That's because we bang a gun.
Ooh, ooh.
Okay.
In Barondale's room.
re-demonetized.
Yeah.
Where are we going?
We're gonna go wherever the boys
Yeah,
went.
put that command demonetized. That's
Yeah.
got to be a thing going forward.
Come on.
Okay, let's go.
So where did everybody go?
I'm
was
gonna
it here?
really do my. Oh, I'm an Outlander. 10 minutes. Let me know when 10 minutes is up.
That doesn't have anything to do with
Yeah,
keeping
you can.
time.
Yeah, it does.
No, you know what time of day it is on the material plane.
Just on the material plane.
We already covered that. It didn't help you in the Feywild either.
That's true.
No, it just didn't.
I mean, like
mind
if you
tells
want
you.
to, but
Yeah, it's key.
I'm gonna count then.
oh,
to
so
600.
they
Sure.
went down to the.
Nailed it.
Hey, you guard guy.
There's nobody.
There's nobody.
This
I'm gonna walk
wing
until.
of the keep
Well,
is
we've
purposefully
been
isolated.
there before.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we can just
We go there
Go where?
to wherever they
The
went.
crypts.
Oh,
crypts.
okay. So you're navigating down towards the Goldenfield crypts
Yep.
and the Fairthurn family tombs. Eventually, sure, you'll find your way there. Durazo, you and him also well in advance of Prick and Hara. Are you guys doing anything different?
I went with.
Oh, you went with them? What are you doing?
Counting to 600.
While she walks with me down
Okay.
to the crypt.
Got it.
And as we're going, I want to get a little bit of distance from Durazo and look to Sproigins and be like, I think the spell affects people. So if you could check to see if he's okay.
Got it.
My not existent necklace, I will grab
These fucking boots always come untied at the just. I'll catch up. always come untied fucking necklace to Durazo as.
Okay. As soon as you kind of reach out to form that mental connection, it's immediately walled off.
Send a message to Walker. Walker, I'm not getting anything, but not that he doesn't have any thoughts.
Oh, I thought you would like use it when you were talking to him. Like kind of interrogate him, and maybe his thoughts would like. Do I get unlimited words here?
I mean, whatever. It's a fucking cantrip that you're not actually talking. You're just thinking.
Okay. Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm fucking still here. You can turn around. I'm slowly tying my shoe that's already tied.
Durazo! He's tying his shoe. Hold on.
It looks tied.
Yeah, well, I just tied it.
Yeah.
Well done.
That's good support.
Yeah. Durazo, do you think, with all that you know about that room, do you think that's something, all of that stuff was already set up before Barondel got there? Could it have been the fly wing before him?
I suppose it's possible. I wouldn't really know. I don't have the ability to sort of look on windows of time or anything.
I mean, you weren't his right-hand guy. You were just like a lower-tier guy. Did something seem off about him?
He was lauded for his loyalty to the Golden Keep and for forming the wing well.
Did you ever begin to feel the effect? Ever fight you?
Necklace.
Not that I ever could observe. It seemed to affect others. I do not feel I had succumbed to it in the same way. Still just nothing.
But like, not as in he doesn't have thoughts, but it's being blocked.
Correct.
Is there any way I can get an insight check on that?
Yeah, go ahead and roll it.
Was... Nope. We can just skip it. 13.
Seems to be forthright.
All right. Well, let's continue to the crypts.
Yes, as you wish. So you eventually make your way down there, go through the traipsing corridors, through the...
Does he have the crown on?
Yeah. And you eventually see the sort of dancing light reflecting off from some of the water veins and the torches that are in there and reflecting on the golden statues that now reside within. Largely unaltered from when you left, but you now see the sweeping battlefield of the Golden Wing army across the Golden Fields, sort of elevated up and above the average, so to speak, Barondel with his sword pointed outwards. Off to his right, deeper within the Golden Field, Delenzia still airborne, daggers both seemingly plunging downward.
For glory, and I'll start flying up to him.
Coasting across, the expanse itself is probably only a couple 100 feet deep, and he is somewhat near the middle of it. Both depth and width, I would say. But you eventually sort of land in the space right in front of him and kind of right behind two fallen soldiers who have shields that almost appear to be flanking Barondel in his front and holding defensive posture in that general area. And there he is directly in front of you, crown of ages sort of frozen on his form, sword out, all of his regalia, golden and metallic.
No difference. I will place my hand on his shoulder and try to cast Speak with Dead.
Okay. So as you put your hand out, the magic begins to crawl across the metallic form. It does not seem to take hold in the current state.
Fly back down to Sproigins.
Okay.
While he's doing that, I would look over at Durazo like, Shit is crazy, huh?
Yes. We've seen much, though, so...
Yeah, what's going on with you?
How do you mean?
Can I wear that crown for a second?
I mean, it's sort of a powerful artifact
Right.
representative of a specific position for our people dating back thousands of years.
Yeah. I just would like... Please? Okay, let me tell you why. At some point, Skadi's going to come down here. You remember her, right?
I do.
Okay. At some point, she's going to come down here.
Okay.
Bearndell, last time he had that crown on, he called her an elf. And
Okay.
I would like to wear that crown to be able to see what she looks like so I can cast a spell on her to show her what she looks like while I'm wearing the crown and seeing her.
That is an interesting approach. I fear you would not be able to utilize it that way, though.
Why?
There's a ritual required to connect with the Crown of Ages.
Oh. Yep, that's right. Walker definitely told me about that.
You must be named Flywing, and there is a ceremony of sorts.
Yep, that's true.
You cannot connect to it until then.
What does that crown do while you're wearing that? For you. Outside of you being able to look at stuff, does that have any other...
touch things or see things, I'm sometimes able to tap into the timeline from which it stems, and I can...
Ooh, can you do that for me? Can you tell me where my timeline starts?
Perhaps. It depends on what it is you wish to know.
How far back doppelgangers go in my family? Can you tell me that?
You see the shaking begin again, the flare of the crown running along the rim. Oh my goodness. I can appreciate your interest, but I can assure you this is not something that you readily get used to.
Does that fuck up your mind while you're wearing it?
When you're named Flywing, your memories are stored in the crown.
Oh, alright.
And from it you can draw memories from Flywing's past. Oh, yes, I cannot determine how far back. Your father has killed many people.
That makes sense.
Not particularly noteworthy, many of us have, but... Okay. That's a thing.
What is this thing?
Just get a very strong sense that he is quite a character.
Yep.
You have a father. A father's father dating far back. Touched soil somewhere near Redshore, I believe. From across the Great Sea. There's not much between now and then, but you hail from the Jewel Continent, I believe. I suppose that makes sense. Much fallen darkness in our plane, to be sure, but the material plane hasn't spread out much further. I would try there if you wish to find out more information.
All right. Hey, you did say something super interesting, though, that you can tap into the memories of past Flywings.
Sort of.
Have you tried to do that with Bearndell?
Yes, that is where I gained some of the additional information, where to look, how to access, what to find.
Okay, between you and me, is there anything that you've discovered that you don't want to tell your king?
There is no such information.
Cool. Thank you.
I fly back down. Couldn't talk to him.
Yeah.
He is a statue.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Did you find out what you were looking for?
Yeah, and a little more.
Okay. Oh, when I touched Barondale, was it like that's a rock, or was it like movable fluid? Like
No, it was solid.
Okay.
It felt like heavy, sturdy metal.
Huh. Well, I may need my friend Skadi to lift Barondale out of here.
You do wish to remove him from the field, then?
At this point, I don't really care what Barondale has done. It's done. My fear is that there may be a source lingering from what he has done here. So,
I understand.
But I would like it. I'm going to wait until my other party members make it down here and get their advice, get their words.
And it would be about this time that you, all the lot of the rambling creatures and Skadi and Hara.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Has it been 600 seconds?
Sure.
Then he can come out.
Oh, okay. So it's like a travel. Okay.
No.
Yeah,
Well, like,
you boomed
okay,
him.
I time out, and then, like, I am magic another place, so...
No, Mom walked there, and you just happened to be able to come along because your necklace is mobile.
Oh, thank you.
Why are you being sassy to him?
He
I look
didn't
at Jin,
listen.
who I can't understand, like, these guys, am I right?
Okay, sure.
What did he say?
I mean, he basically said, yeah. So... You know.
Next time, timeout's going to be longer.
Where are we going?
Maybe nowhere.
Well, then why a timeout? So...
Because you didn't listen to Mom.
Wait. What did you tell him to do that he didn't listen?
Go to... where did I tell you this?
To find a king.
No.
Oh. He wouldn't have been able to find Walker. He
Find
didn't know where
all
we
of the
were.
rooms with the king.
Close enough.
Is that-
Did you do
That
that?
wouldn't make sense. There's literally no other kings. in this.
No.
He didn't listen.
Okay, how many times you say not eat somebody and I not eat somebody, though?
Okay.
It's true, but you have to listen all the time, not just most of the time.
Okay, I think what the issue is you wanted him to listen to you, and you said words at him, and he listened to you.
Exactly.
He didn't follow your directions.
He went to the kitchen and was waiting for food.
Yeah, but like literally listen to what you had to say.
I told him to go find the king's room.
Right. But did you say listen to me?
Always.
Or did
that's
you say
that's
follow
rule
my
number 2 of
directions?
this.
Right.
He's listening. He
Yeah,
does
I told
listen,
you I
but
hear
he
you.
doesn't.
Sproigins say so.
You have to command him to follow your direction.
Why are you shooting him the deuces?
Rule 2 of this.
I would like to
Okay.
do divine sense while we're walking around in here.
Walking around where?
Just
Golden
to
Fields.
where they are in the golden fields.
Okay. Yeah, you do not register any pings. And now at this point, Prick is also kind of hiding behind you. Kind of like... Shiny.
Yep. Don't touch them though. These are all graves.
So?
Those are actual dead people.
So?
So don't touch them.
Okay.
Touching them means that people get to prick you, and you can't do anything about it.
No, that's not a thing.
It's part of the rules here.
I don't care about rule then.
Well,
Yes,
then you get pricked.
do.
Yeah, then you go back to
Hey.
Joel High. I don't know.
Then you go to timeout.
Where are we going?
How about this?
Timeout.
Just be respectful
Why
of the
don't
people
they
and
understand
don't touch them,
timeout?
please.
It's like you have to train them to understand timeout.
I did a lot of fucking timeout when I was little.
Thank you, prick.
There it is.
What is it? Point at it.
He did a fart? What?
I want to pick
What?
up his,
What the fuck are you
his
pointing at me
mind
for?
necklace. Is it this one?
What, the Shinar necklace? What the hell is that?
It goes into your head. Alzianon has a necklace like that.
No.
Not Alzi?
No, it's the...
It's not a... He doesn't wear it.
It's not a necklace, but
keeps
he
it in a box.
has a thing that's in a box that's like that.
Yeah.
The same symbol?
Yeah.
Okay. My dad has one too.
But he says it's bad?
Yeah.
Like how do you know it's bad?
You used it to hurt people. Says that his person is still inside there, and you can do things.
His person
What?
is still inside there?
Yeah.
What does that mean, his person is still inside
I
there?
don't have a necklace.
Is it fueled by a person?
Wasn't it?
His fucking necklace that I got at the...
Yeah, from Letus's dad, who's proven to be a douche.
He just pulls it out. He put it away.
Yeah, sorry.
He just
Except for, wasn't it Shanar's?
want to see a trick.
Maybe they're a little bit different? Because
I mean,
yours can't... What's the
I
trick?
don't
He
know.
can put stuff in your head?
He could do all kinds of things.
I don't think that has anything to do with that symbol.
I want to do calm persons on him and just make him feel like... Okay. Not like worried or anything, just...
You do see his shoulders kind of relax a little bit.
What the hell? Hold on.
Yeah.
I need... Durazo. I'll put my hand on your shoulder, Durazo's shoulder, and my hand on your shoulder. Tradition, right, starts whenever you want it to.
Sure.
That's it.
I don't know what you're saying. I don't know what you're trying to say. What are you saying? What is he saying?
Hara, I think I'm gonna have to need you to Nigrin. If
Okay.
that's okay.
What am I doing?
You're throwing Varendell out of here.
Throwing him out, or I'm gently picking him up and removing him from this area?
I don't care.
Is this because you couldn't do your talkie talk?
Yeah.
If we try to restore him so he's not all golden, would that do it as well?
I don't want him back.
You don't want him to come...
Yeah.
No, restore, not bring him back from the dead.
I want to
mean,
see if bringing him out of the crypt will return him to his...
I would advise caution, my king. Again, the people seeing Barendel removed may have a damaging effect, even
Is
if
the courtyard just right at the base of the crypt?
he would have to come out through the keep hall at the very least.
I have another idea.
We could put clothes on him.
What
And
is,
walk
what
him
is
out.
that?
We brought him here in a necklace.
It's true.
We could take him back out
That's true.
with the necklace.
Why don't we just do it? Well, that's true.
Because then we could take
literally
him
just
to
put clothes on him
anywhere.
and walk him out with the clothes on.
He doesn't seem very bendable, so I feel like people would just see us dragging him. It's not like we could tie his leg to our leg and do an arm around there and walk with him, because he's not.
And if he went to school, he's got no clothes and it's just
Yeah.
a whole...
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
How do you go to school with no clothes?
Backstory.
Yeah, exactly. And as for us, we're also going to welcome Artem Alexandra.
Ooh!
Hello!
Welcome to the Action Junkies. Thank you for the follow. We appreciate it.
Oh, there we go.
Demonetized. And you didn't do it with the baby hand, so...
Yeah. the whole hand. Yeah, try to do it with the whole hand.
Oh, this is
You
just...
gotta do it.
Uh-huh.
Gross.
Baby hand bwop.
Yep.
Nice.
Just
blow
It's
pop the baby
so
hand.
gross.
Yep, just do a bunch of
I don't wanna
hand
put this in my
sanitizer.
mouth.
and
Blow
all that.
pop the baby hand.
Put a fucking baby hand in your mouth!
You have to do it now.
You see what happens when you follow us? You make someone put a baby hand in your mouth. So sorry, clip it!
Oh no. Forever demonetized.
You're forever unclean now.
Forever unclean. She looks ashamed right now. Look at
Yeah,
this.
guess what's fucking desecrated now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, guys, back to this serious cemetery moment.
Cemetery wedding.
Yeah.
Thanks, Art of Alexandra. Wait, is that what it is?
Welcome
Did I
to the
nail it?
Yeah,
team.
it was very close.
Did I
Very
nail
close.
it? All right.
So you want me to just go get it?
Go get him.
I
Fucking hell.
don't know.
Go get him. We can't let the others see.
I just want to make sure that there's nothing more going on here.
Walker,
Does
Yeah.
your eye thingy still work?
Yes, Skadi.
you made me promise to protect the people.
Yes,
What?
I did.
I'm gonna go get.
Wait, what people?
What?
Protect what
I'm
people?
gonna go get Barondel. Because you think he's evil, right?
Well, I mean, I think. Well, so you know what?
Eye thing.
I don't know.
It's last year's for today.
What do you guys think?
This is the third one.
It's only 2.
He just said there's 3.
It's 3.
Oh.
3 charges.
Yeah,
I've
there's
had
3
2 marks on my sheet the entire campaign.
I had 3.
We've already used it twice. Yeah, once in Barondel's room and once in the mansion.
Mm-hmm.
When in the mansion?
To look at Dagon.
That was
Yeah.
last night.
That was last night before we went to sleep.
Whatever. There's supposed to be 3 a day.
I want to look around the whole place.
It's
No weird, shifty, red and whatever, or blurry smoke people, and no blurry smokeness touching anybody. Specifically the
He's
person
fucking
who...
paranoid now.
right.
Yeah.
Well, we've only got like...
There's a polar
6
bear.
Well,
What?
Yeah.
necklace.
It's still the necklace.
Okay.
Um.
With the hopeful spire and all of the people who are like asleep, not actually buried or dead, I just wanted... And you've got like creepy people who like died and then came down here, and then Barondel who's like with the planes, and so I wanted to see if there was any shiftiness going on down here.
You want me to go get him?
I don't know. What does everyone think?
I personally,
Yes.
as a total shit
I got
show,
no.
shit show of a person, yeah,
It's a more complex question than that.
Yeah.
Yes.
yeah, get them out of here.
Double yes.
But don't do it. That's why I said tradition starts
Fly me up.
whenever you want it to, right?
Is he
Darizel?
up in the air?
You had to fly up to him.
Well, he's about 5 feet above the average height.
From
of
what I
everyone.
remember,
Oh, can
he
I
was
fall
like,
toward him?
No, I'm lifting you up.
Sure.
What the fuck am I gonna
Hera
do?
lifts me up. Where we
All right, so
Just get
You-
dolphined up.
Or
'cause I'm
nothing,
-5 in strength or
yeah,
whatever.
you suck him into
We
the
can do the
necklace and
dirty
disappears.
dancing dive.
Yes. Or should Is lift me up?
Jesus.
Nope, I already lifted you up.
Remonetized for 80s nostalgia.
Is is gonna lift Hera, who's gonna lift me.
demonetized for copyright violation.
Yeah, damn it!
Yes. All right, so
He
you
wants
are
to help his
lifted
mama.
up. You eventually put him in there. It's kind of just casually, time out for the gold.
Yep. He is on timeout.
Yes, we're right.
Walker said so.
Okay. Sure. Yep. All
Blue
right.
Elf Egg said timeout.
What the hell is a blue elf egg?
Oh my gosh! Do you write the book or no?
I was gonna, and then you said no.
Okay. Thank you, then. And he sticks out like 4 legs.
The bottom of your feet smells so bad.
I have a preteen officially.
Okay.
Did you step in the eggs and your fallout?
You're not supposed to.
No.
You're a gross.
Shh.
You're not my friend right now.
Don't say that. Your feet
Apologize.
stink. You put.
Can Hera clean your feet?
As I'm
What?
precipitating the area around you. have some
I'm
have
sorry,
some
yes.
strawberries.
Holy shit! I'm sorry, Walker. We are a total shit show right now.
So you have Barondel in the necklace. Is kind of temperamentally walking back towards the main thoroughfare out of the Golden Field.
Hang on a sec, bud. I want to come walk with you.
As we're walking up, we need to be aware, like Prick was saying that whole place felt like Alzi Anon, and if it's the same kind of thing, there might be other tendrils of his
Wait,
virgin self.
I don't know what that means.
Well, Dagon was saying that Alzi could be one of those things that, like, is many little things.
Right. Could be a thing that he's literally never seen and only heard about.
Right.
And
he could
Prick was saying
literally
that felt like the same thing, so that there could be other...
I thought he was talking about the necklace.
But that room, too.
So
And
Prick
the
feels
necklace.
like the room is
Right,
like
Brick?
something that Dagalon
That the
thinks might be a
room that the room felt like Alzi?
Yeah. I mean, it feels like being around Alzi. The smell and the feel and the
necklace.
skull. He's that one.
So I'm just saying that if
Right.
just keep an eye out, just as a warning, being cautious, crazy planar rituals. He might have friends.
Just a bad. I don't like him.
Oh, he's a bastard. We know that.
He just talks to her all the time with her.
Talks to who?
As a mama. Don't I have a family?
Who doesn't have a family? Alzi doesn't have a family?
Prick is all alone.
Craig doesn't have a
Prick
family.
has no family.
So you talk to your mom?
I don't have a mom.
What the fuck is happening?
He's saying
Alzi
Alzi.
talks to his
Does
mom.
he say her name?
Probably.
Guidance.
He put me in the entrance to Joe High. Told me to watch the door. Don't let anybody. It gave me my faces. He said that he won the faces. And that they were my faces now. Wait. Yeah. And then the coin spins. And then he gives me the coin. And I say, heads! Because I already had a bunch of tails. And I lose. And then I'm stuck. And then Alzi hurts me again. And then he talks to Mother. Says a Shanar. And she makes him a stronger. She used to. She did. She did! She doesn't. Maybe she does. I don't know. Prick doesn't have a mom. I don't know how it's supposed to happen.
Well, thank you.
I'm not giving you anything.
You gave us information. And you talked to us. We asked a question and you answered. I
Well, give
appreciate
me
that.
something.
I'm on it.
Yeah.
How many more hands do you have?
I don't have any more hands. I don't have.
things to talk about.
What?
Do you think he's like that?
Don't give him the wormhole mouth.
Yeah,
How
please don't
about-
give the goblin a whore mouth?
This. Displacer beast claws. 4 of them.
Ha! I'll take it.
Emptying that bag.
Yeah, Prick is just gonna open up a thrift
At
store.
this point, he is now sort of just compiling a loose collection of faces and skulls and hand bones
Do you
and
need a
everything you've
backpack?
handed him. No, he wears it along his belt, and he is just sort of
Classy.
dangling off of tiny little cuspid hooks that are sort of lining the outer perimeter of his sackcloth trash robe. The only thing that is sort of quality in any regard is this dark sort of black leather outline that has these little tiny cuspid hooks attached to it that he's kind of just throwing bags and random things on.
Do you want this too? It's the Hag scarf.
Yeah.
Cool.
He would just literally take anything that we give him.
He's wearing like rags.
Okay, do you want to...
He just hooks it onto his belt.
Yeah, that's
Do you
fine.
wanna
He can
take
use it however he
Dandel
wants.
away from the keep?
No.
It might be dangerous if we take him away from the glory spark if he's something.
Well,
Well, the glory spark is way up. In
Yeah, the glory spark is in his old quarters.
my feelings on this are that maybe the people shouldn't be so sheltered.
Mhm.
And that also if there is something going on here, we may need to clean out the broken mire so that they can go there. I'm not sure what's going on here.
Yeah, I agree. I think
I don't know.
I think the broken mires should get fixed, and that way they can assemble and make a town, and not everybody living under the same keep.
And I don't know if anyone here has been corrupted. I'll kind of eye over to Durazo for the group.
I'm not sure what you're insinuating, my king. I will follow whatever your command is.
Look at you.
Are you having me like look at him?
No, I was just like looking at you guys, and then like, yeah.
Oh, like insinuating, like
Yeah.
He's probably corrupted too.
What's your passive at? All right.
Yeah.
So,
All-knowing.
let's just go do this.
Yeah. Do you have Hara? Do you have your truthy magics?
Yes.
Okay, just in case we need to talk to a few people,
Yes.
because Berendel had a few closer.
Yeah, and I don't know
Those folks.
if this is gonna work. So let's.
I think it's worth it to try it. To try it out.
And then
A 15-foot zone.
Okay.
Are we doing
I
this
mean,
right here, or
no,
we're doing this in the
No,
courtyard?
we're bringing him out because I believe it's this area that turns him into gold. So
Well, I think he started as soon as they
As soon as he died, he
proper
started.
died.
yeah,
But can we not do it in my garden?
I don't even know if this is gonna work. So I don't really care where we do it.
I just don't
and,
want him to maybe corrupt the garden I spent so much time on.
Yeah,
Well,
that's fine.
the people may be moving soon, anyways.
Advara's room?
No, I thought we wanted it to be public.
I burned that.
Like it's complete. I thought you just
Wait, why would you burn your sister's
The
room?
entire wing of the castle was.
set ablaze.
Yeah.
How about the dungeon?
You know what?
Is
That's
there a
fine.
dungeon?
Probably
It's a
wouldn't.
castle. There's probably a
I
dungeon.
think people
Is
were
that a
all
thing?
holding up there during our final encounter with Advara.
Durazo?
There was a dungeon in Tarkvar.
What's a good place to isolate people to keep other people away?
Wait, what?
To isolate Berendel.
I thought you were talking about bringing the people down the dungeon.
No.
Where do we interrogate your people?
No, where we can take
Where do
where we can isolate Berendel and hopefully his like comrades.
I'm gonna pick up.
Yeah.
Well, we
Should've
just take
taken
him like
taking a plate
a mile
out of
outside the keep.
I mean, you could just as easily take him right out behind the keep if it is a matter of discovering whatever details you wish.
And then I can thorn with him.
I don't think we're gonna
Take him out back and just whip him.
I don't think we're
I
gonna.
mean,
That's-
this was the leader of our people
That's
for
not
1,000
appropriate.
years.
Let's just go. Stop talking about it. We got a necklace with a gold guy. We'll go out back. You said
okay
there was
with
extra
this?
people. Let's go grab those extra people who might be his friends. Yeah? Does that sound good?
There's a,
Actually, that
hold
might
on,
actually.
hold on. Before we take him out of this room, I'm just trying to think of what we would really gain.
Answers?
Because if, well, one, my magics doesn't compel him to say anything. Even if it does work.
I do genuinely believe that whatever he was doing, he cared about his people. And I think he genuinely believed in you.
But maybe then perhaps he left some other clues. A way to...
Well, it happened pretty quickly.
I mean, he
Us
would
showing
know.
up and then going to Advara.
And he was supportive of that. He
We're...
helped us.
I would see us find the truth in whatever way you feel is best, my king.
Did I receive any of the papers that he had left behind? Because we were going to collect that, remember?
I had told I told you to go tell one of the
As
guards.
soon as we had found someone to send for them, I would have had them brought to you, but we
Let's go
came down
do
here
that
at your
before
request.
we do that out in the back.
How about do that, but then the 2 people that you mentioned that were closest to him,
Yes.
why don't we get them also and bring them out back and see what their reactions are like when...
Take them out back.
That's what I'm saying.
I can have Garant and Valis summoned.
Yes.
Just to see what their...
Reaction
right.
is.
I mean,
Yeah.
Garant is...
Wait, their reaction to Barondale?
Yeah.
To having Barondale
Removed from the crypt.
Okay.
and see if there's anything that they discovered from...
But the whole bringing it out back thing kind of feels like...
Disrespectful?
Well, no, it's more so hiding it from the people, and if you show to others, it's not going to be hidden anymore.
I mean, you want to do it out in the courtyard?
I suggest you show all or you show none, my
Do
king.
people go to the crypts at all?
Most people would have no need.
So they wouldn't know that he's missing.
Just do it in the courtyard.
The courtyard is where your garden is.
But like over on the other side.
I think we should do it in the LA Free Clinic.
Oh,
Awkward.
Right?
All right.
What's up?
That's not bad.
What's up, LA Free Clinic, Mr. or Mrs. Perp 420?
Yep, come on. Do
I
it.
have to do it this way all the
Baby hand
time?
it.
This is
This
so
is
disgusting.
Put the baby
hand in your face!
That's your baby head now.
Yeah.
It's the wild boar
Do
baby.
it.
Hold on.
Do it.
Such peer
Do it. Just do it.
Wow.
It doesn't make the sound. Why do you like
LA
that?
Free Clinic, welcome to the Action Junkies.
Oh,
thank you
thank
for
you.
I did not.
following.
I did not get it. It was too fast.
That was that. You know, this
No,
is the
I was
new.
thinking the single finger would do it with the whole hand.
She's already doing it for free now!
Yep. See what happens, LA Free Clinic?
Following is already free. What are you talking about here?
Just do it twice.
Somebody subs, you gotta do it with Skadi's hand.
Give me a fucking finger.
Yeah.
No, I'll just go bump.
Well, again, all right. We're trying to get to
Trying
a
to
wrap
close
up
it,
point
yeah.
here. Let's come on. Let's dial in, guys.
Yeah, Deej.
Serious up.
Yeah, seriously, Deej.
Yeah,
I really think we should. Okay.
What should we do with the body?
Jesus.
Let's go in the courtyard.
Okay.
All right. So
Did Is already leave?
this is kind of just wandering. He doesn't know where he's going, so he's just sort of like kind of wandering back and forth along the thoroughfare, just kind of looking at rocks and sort of kicking his feet, all 8 of them at different intervals, sort of shuffling through until he sees you guys are coming, then kind of moves ahead, sort of surreptitiously, but very
Take us to
obviously.
the courtyard, bud.
Okay, yeah, I mean, wherever you want to go, sure. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And when we have everyone gathered, I'd like to take a look at them with the eye first before we say anything, because if we're surrounded by a bunch of shadow people,
And that's
outnumbered-
not
The one shadow person that we've come across now. Everybody's a fucking
Hey
shadow
man,
person.
my dad said, okay?
Hey, I get it.
Daddy said there'd be days like this.
I get it.
All right.
I understand.
So you all eventually move out to the courtyard. Durazo breaks away. I'll assemble the wing, if that's what your preference is.
Thank you, Sildari.
And see if you can't get those documents.
I'll send for them right away.
Yeah.
So he disappears back in, head towards the main hall portion of the keep. You all find yourself open in the expanse of the Golden Keep courtyard. Guards seemingly patrolling the outer walkway perimeter of the white shale sand, the green grass directly in front of you. Skadi's cultivated garden still sort of blooming with various fruits and veggies. And the bottom third, the broken and sort of crumbling base for where the Glory Spark once stood. What do you guys want to do?
Are you ready?
Yes.
We should wait for everybody to be here before you just...
Wait for the wing, yeah.
And then
Okay.
we'll do
So
the
after a
bag.
few minutes, Durazo ends up coming back out. He has with him a much younger looking elf who appears almost to kind of be immature, sort of a late teens, wearing the Golden Keep armor as well, carrying a spear, and as he kind of takes it off, he has this sort of platinum blonde hair that's slicked back and sort of narrow set eyes, very angular features. And then to his right, especially compared to a lot of the elves around him, is a much sort of wider set, black-haired individual, has a number of visible scars on the left side of his face. He kind of more thunderous, takes his helmet off, kind of clutches it, seems much more familiar in the armor, and continues walking forward alongside Durazo. The rest are on their way. My king. And after just another few moments, you start seeing additional guards continue to funnel and work their way out.
Skadi?
Ready?
I'd like to use the eye too while they're all lining up.
What are you looking for?
I'm looking to see if, well, anyone has any major changes to their form while I'm like...
Okay, go ahead and make a perception check then.
Shadow people.
All of them.
Yeah.
All one of them.
Just all the enemies in Aiko.
25.
Okay. As you scan across, you don't see anything even remotely similar to what you saw when you scanned Alzi with the Gem of Seeing. All of them appear consistent with what you're able to observe with your normal eyes. The armor is sort of glistening on what now appears to be a present sunlight. There's nothing innocuous or out of place. A lot of them seem very uneasy and unsure, but nothing specifically revealed through the Gem of Seeing.
And are you in your form? Your natural form?
Yeah. Whenever you're ready, my king.
Are you done?
Do you want
I'm done.
Do you want to tell the people what it is that you're going to do first, or
Might be best to say something.
Instead of just like...
Plus then they'll all hate me. They'll be like, "What this bish?"
yeah, we would rather not do that.
Is it so? It's just the Flywing is here, or there's other people gathering around?
It's just
him?
Flywing.
Okay. It has been found that Barondale had some dealings that worked counter to the Gloryfell. There was a corruption that he was a part of.
I'm going to be scanning people's faces.
And I'll be doing the same thing with the eye for as long as it goes.
All right, so both of you go ahead and make an insight check.
I want to do it on certain, like I would have looked at it for dark dealings or corruption and...
22.
Yeet! Thou hast done yoded?
Oh?
Mm-hmm.
Natural 16?
Yep.
Okay. So what did you roll?
22.
22 and a
Mhm.
natural 20.
Put the 20s in the chat.
Put your
Wow,
20s
wow.
up in there. All right, that's what's up. So as you are giving your speech and Hara and Sproigins are eyeing the individuals moving throughout the crowd.
If it matters, it makes my perception of 35.
That's
Oh shit.
very high. That is very high. Higher than it should be.
Yep.
Expertise.
That's also a
Well,
bard
this was
thing.
insight, correct? Not perception?
Correct.
Oh, well, okay.
Yeah, because my
26.
It's still up there.
Yeah.
mine would have been like 33.
As you are standing there scanning the crowd as Walker continues to talk, nothing draws your eye or attention. But as you're still kind of almost settling in with the idea that they're finding it hard to believe, they're in disagreement with the principles, but still eager to hear their king unveil whatever it is that's meant to take place. You both kind of catch an unusual shifting out of the corner of your eye. And the dark-haired elf that originally walked out with Durazo,
The thick one.
the larger elf seems to be a little uneasy. And you see him kind of shifting his shoulders within his armor and catch the glint of the golden plates on the edging as he kind of adjusts at very specific word choices as Walker continues to talk.
I'll look over at Hara and kind of point at him.
And you have not been brought here to be persecuted, but we would just like to make sure that those who are closest to him have not been corrupted as well.
And both of the two that came out, by the way, are still just essentially just standing still and kind of...
It is without a doubt that Barendel has gone against the kingdom. And I'll just ask you if either of you have anything to say about that, or have any insight to what he was dealing with, or...
Are you addressing the whole wing, or...?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I will... Do you want me to...
You're doing you, I'm talking.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're all standing in ranks, and you don't see any unique movements. Nobody...
Oh, I thought I was just talking to the two.
No, the whole wing.
Oh,
the whole wing is
okay.
out here now. Yeah.
Who are the two? Where are the two?
The two are standing
The ones
next
that
to
were
Durazo,
closest
close
to-
to you guys.
Okay. And so I'll look at them
Okay. Sure.
and ask them.
So the younger blonde elf. No, not at all.
Stone of Truth?
Do you have it up?
Yeah. I'll just cast it right now.
Okay. What's going on?
Do we all have to save?
Huh?
Like,
Is it a verbal component?
Only if you want to resist, or if you
Yeah.
essentially wouldn't know.
We would know then if there's a verbal component.
The spell specifically dictates you know.
Yeah.
okay.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I think my friend just...
And I know if they succeed or fail.
Okay. The blonde-haired one definitely fails. The dark-haired one, natural 20.
So...
Put your 20s in the chat.
I mean, for
Yeah.
your boy, right?
Yeah,
Like
put
your
your
boy,
20s
your
in
boy can also roll good.
Mm-hmm. Put your 20s in the chat.
I believe my friend cast a spell which requires you to tell the truth.
I'll lean in and I'll whisper that the dark-haired one
I mean, I wouldn't
isn't
be
under the effect.
dishonest anyway. I of course would just tell you the truth.
So, do you know anything about Barendel's dealing?
He looked out for me. He kind of was a mentor, sort of, just trying to teach me how to fight and lead in the challenges that we're going to face.
Son, can you just answer that question with a yes or no response, please?
No. I don't know anything.
Thank you. And you said he is affected by it?
Yep,
Okay.
he's telling the truth. I won't know about...
The other one is a little shady.
And I won't make like a super move, but I'll be like ready to, if he tries to attack anybody, or like go all...
Okay.
Yeah. Just fling the loot around.
I'm just over here checking out my garden. waiting
I
for
did such a good job.
waiting for Walker to give me the command.
Do you have anything to say about the Gloryfell?
I fight with honor, for glory, for you, my king. I would have you know I am not involved in any of these questionable dealings, and I have fought long and hard for the glory of this kingdom.
And you never
I
knew
didn't
of
ask him to
anything
just-
going on,
I did it with
as close as you were to Barendel.
There is much to know about a man so complicated, but I feel I did not know everything, even working directly under his command. I am simply unaware of anything that was untoward.
So there was a threat to this kingdom. You were the closest aid, and you did not notice anything?
Oh shit.
I know not of what threats you speak of, my king, but I can assure you that if the individual perpetrating them was of such skill to fool all of us, I feel...
Son, there's quite a deal of magic placed upon you right now, and I know when you are lying and when you are telling the truth. Each one of these individuals has the ability to see into your mind and tell me what is going on. Now, please, save your legacy.
I will take the necklace out and put my hand on his shoulder and hold the necklace up. And not doing anything.
Not doing anything.
I've already used both the uses, but...
And also looking at him through the eye, which I don't even know if it has any time left.
No, but that necklace should scare him. Our day.
Mm-hmm.
Again, my king, I
Son.
must implore you to please listen, to heed my words.
On his forehead. Necklace closer.
He just kind of like...
And I want to make my eyes change into like a milky white and just stare at him.
I look over, I see that, I do the same thing.
I have both of you make an intimidation check.
It has been a while.
That's okay.
You know what?
I mean, it's fine with your modifier.
Yeah, my modifier is fine. But like, this is
That's
better.
better.
47.
28.
18.
Okay.
I've brought Barandel out here not to...
She hasn't spit him out yet.
Oh, I thought you spit him out right away.
No, because y'all kept doing stuff, and so I was like, okay,
I'm sorry.
I still look at my
Skadi,
note.
please.
Yeah. Oh, right. What I'm here for.
Falter.
Falter.
So, like the exterior casing of a hot dog, Barandel
Demonetized.
comes out of the necklace and almost like peeling away a golden skin. There is almost a confetti of golden glitter that dissipates away as this fleshy
That's what you were
husk
thinking, right?
sort of slops into the central ground of the courtyard.
Oh, gross.
And both of the elves kind of...
Yeah.
Oh god, I wasn't expecting that.
And the blonde-haired one is kind of looking at you, sort of milky-eyed, palming this elf's forehead, and Durazo is starting to kind of take a couple steps back, not knowing what's about to...
I'm pretending I did it.
Conjuration! These somatic components are intense!
Alright.
Do you want that to be you?
Wow.
Don't lie to the king!
You pointed at me.
I'm gonna go up to Barandel
It's canon now, that's
and
canon.
cast Speak with Dead.
I'm crying.
As you begin walking over there, the elf that you have your fucking hand on the forehead of, you see him actually just drop his shield and his spear on the ground, watching Walker kind of go over. And this sort of decayed, now fleshy, almost sort of congealed-like form, you see this flatness begin to rise. And the empty eyes kind of roll forward, a small golden iris looking directly at you.
I'll move the thick elf closer.
And I'm going to start wafting like a winter scent.
What wild shit are we
Febreze
doing?
his ass?
Yeah.
So as you are
Summer rain.
holding this elf's forehead, kind of looks over at you. Well, there it is then.
Stop it.
Counterspell.
And that's where we're going to leave it.
Right.
Yes!
We got
Fuck Batman, okay? Greatest detectives of all time.
He's so good.
Okay, like, Jesse and Nod are okay, but like, you know. We go by the Milky Whites.
Is that you? Like you're like.
Oh.
That's what you can tell Dagalon you guys are gonna do after.
We're gonna open.
You're gonna open your own detective agency.
Mm-hmm.
The Milky White.
That's what it can be called.
Yeah, I mean, he'll go for it. He's also Milky White.
Oh yeah, you can tell us named after him.
It doesn't have to be canon, Deej. But like,
Demonetized. So demonetized. Fucking demonetized.
yeah.
Hey, we are going to get out of here. Thank you, everybody who hung out with us tonight, everybody who spent the time. We are going to get into what I assume will be a very awkward interrogation and or a very cool fight that I presume will not last very long. We are going to continue to rate it forward, spread some love, share our time, energy, and support with others who are trying to do their thing as well. We're going to take off and check out the Joe DD. That's Joe Double D. For a
double dose
of that streaming.
Yeah.
We are going to check them out.
Is it a D&D stream?
They're checking out some Bloodborne, actually. and
so
we're going to see...
Blood Bowl.
Yes.
What? Mega Man Soccer?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes. We're going to check out Jody D. So make sure that you're showing them the same love, support, care, and interest that you've shown us. Thank you guys so much. Before we do that, please make sure you throw your follows in there. Hit that notification to make sure you know when we go live. As a reminder, we will not be streaming tomorrow as per our normal schedule. Sorry.
Yeah, do us a favor. When you post your links on Twitters and Instagrams and whatever, make sure you hit that hashtag Milky Whites.
Do not do that.
Yeah, don't do that. But like, if you do, at your boy. You can at me on this one.
If you want to know what our Twitter is,
Boom.
it's down there.
Yes, please
That
make sure you hit us up
severe
on
You
You
Twitter.
just pointed at Walker.
Below Walker.
If you're joining us recently, thank you so much for getting involved. Make sure you catch up on YouTube. Demonetized everywhere.
Yeah. Have a good ass Saturday.
You guys are great. We love you. Thank you so much. Until we see you next time.
Bye.
Party on.
Bye.